chat. We're gonna try something different. Chat, we gonna try something different. So we're gonna call this I Try With You, bro. I'm gonna try. Gonna be patient. I'm gonna try today. Can I have a successful stream without being bothered? No offense. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. We're gonna try to be a comedian today. I just woke up from smoking weed. It is great. Welcome to, I don't even say where I'm at. Okay. First, I'm gonna light up a cigarette. Chat, it's been a long time. It's been a long time that I just done a dancing video. I reviewed a lot of my tapes. Obviously. I'm not trying to be too successful on YouTube. But I looked at all my stuff. I'm a cook. I'm a comedian. Okay, now I'm a comedian. They said, what do you do on YouTube? Man, today is my day off, chat. So I just gotta make content. That's the number one thing. Number one thing, chat. I gotta make content. So this episode, this comedy show is called I Try With You. Okay. Like, how do you feel? I have to be in that. I gotta be in the mode. I gotta be the acting. I gotta be skillful, and I gotta be in acknowledgement. Like, how does it feel to have audience? I have performed in front of actually audience before. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I actually have performed in front of people. Ever since school days, I have actually performed over 200 people. Now we're gonna be a comedian. I'm not gonna lie. I'll try with you. I'll try with you. One more time. One more time. Welcome to the chat. If you got some popcorn, put it in your mouth. They said, what kind of gig is this? You're smoking a cigarette. Cut that shit out. It's my property, so I can smoke a cigarette if I want to. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, this is 21 and over. Please get your tickets. If you're not 21, you can still view it. I'm not gonna lie. I've been thinking, contemplating what I'm gonna do today. First of all, I'm gonna look around me because my eye is still waking up. I'm not gonna lie. My eye is stuck. One wants to go left and one wants to go right. They just want to divorce each other. Have you ever had your eyes just go cross-eyed like that? You need to move away from the camera. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Bro is reading the chat too close. Either that, you need some thinner glasses. HP vision, bro. Pronounced HD. He read the HP upside down, bro. High definition quality. Nowadays, you can get it in 4 different modes. H1, 2, 3, 4. That is crazy. So, chat, are you all ready for the show? Obviously, some people like dry comedy. We're gonna call this the wet side. I crack it open. I went on the toilet, man, straight bubbles. I was making squirtles happen. Woo! Cheers. Happy day off to me. Chat, I take my first sip. I said no. What the helly? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's a memory flood. It's a memory flood every time I take one sip. I'm not gonna lie. I remember this like 4 hours ago. I took a nap. I crashed out. I'm sorry. 24 hours a stream is long. Have you ever had a stream longer than 2 minutes? That is crazy, chat. Say welcome to the chat. How you guys doing? Good morning. Good morning. Konnichiwa. I'm trying to touch your heart. Besides that, I'm trying to say good morning. I think all my Japanese people are asleep now, bro. I think I beat Japan. What day is it? That is crazy. Marty, that is crazy. I woke up and I beat Japan. Everybody is asleep. It's the next day, or I think so. I'm not too sure. Look it up on Google chat. What day is it? You know what I'm saying? This is a worldwide network. You gotta learn the day. So I might interact with the chat today. I might not. This is the comedy show. I gotta visualize what I do nowadays. I'm in my 40s. Chat don't want me to be 40. I told everybody I worked last week. They said, "Chat 10K, yo, how old are you?" I said 40 years old. They said, "Hell no, you're not 40 years old." I said, "Yes, I is. I could be 40 if I want to." You know, after you get past the age of 21, it don't even really matter anymore. It's just like don't die at that point. You know what I mean? Everything is party, party, party every day. You turn 22, you're like, man, that's another year. The drinks get stronger, the smoke gets bigger. Eventually, you meet your wife at a bar. Found out you guys have the same common ethnicities. Like you got the bare essentials. You like drinking, she likes drinking. Found out that you guys are both drunk. You said, I think I'm gonna marry you. I think so, at least. I love you. But today I'm sober. So you pick up another drink. You trying to figure out why you in love. I spit the truth. I try to replay my life every day. So I had me a drink. I try to replay that scene over and over, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I met my wife at the club. It was distinctly at Taco Bell, bro. I was in Taco Bell drive-thru. I picked her up. I said, "You want some Taco Bell?" Went to the drive-thru Taco Bell. I said, "I want a Crunchwrap Supreme." I said, "You want anything? What's your name?" I don't even remember what your name is. I don't even remember what my name is. She go, "Your name is 10KO." I said, "What's your name?" Mine 10KO too. I was like, "What? You got the same name as me?" My life. Age of 23, I had me a kid. I knocked it out in the first try, bro. She said, "I'm 6 months pregnant." I said, "What? You 6 months pregnant? I just met you yesterday." She crazy. I love her. It's only been 3 days since I met you. You 6 months pregnant? Now you tell me? This is the third day dating. You 6 months pregnant? I said, "It's mine?" She said, "It's yours. It's yours. I tried with you." She shared me a kid. To this day, I still wonder if it's mine. My kid does this face. It is mine. I don't need a blood test just to prove it's mine. I found out the third day of dating. I've been drinking for 60 days. At some point, I had me a kid. True story. I'm not gonna lie. True story, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I found out. I said, pee on that pregnancy test one more time. She peed and she pregnant. It said positive. This was before the coronavirus, bro. I bought another one just in case. I said, I need another 6-pack of beer just in case. Because I can't believe this shit. I'm going to be a dad. I'm not going to lie. I was the happiest man ever. This is my 4th day dancing. I was like, wow, I don't think we can go to the club anymore. She said, I don't think so either, honey. She called me honey on my 4th day of dating. I never heard someone call me honey. I was like, wow. I should tell my mom. I clicked the phone and called my mom. "Mom, what you doing?" "I'm sleeping. What's up, baby?" I said, "I got a wife." She said, "What? You're only 16. I said, "No, this is the one." "What do you mean? Where are you?" She said, "Where are you, Chad?" I said, "Mom, I'm in the club." Boom, I lost my phone. I lost my phone in the club, Chad. I have a whole bunch of noise in the background. I'm not gonna lie, everybody cheering me on. 10KO, go on the dance floor, dance. I fist pumping like this inside the club. You know what I mean? I know the club manager, they called me back up. 10KO, you lost your phone, come pick it up back at the club. I said, I don't want to, I just buy another one, just keep it. Just keep my phone. They said, I guess so. I can't go back to the club. My wife is pregnant. They said, congratulations, you're going to be a father. We should throw a party. You want to come over and drink? I said, no, I'm just going to drink at home today. I got to be responsible. I have to visually think nowadays what I do. I got to be responsible. Age of 24. The kid is still cooking for 2 years in my wife's stomach. That thing is growing super big. They just sleep in there. I didn't know you could be pregnant for 2 years. Obviously, she don't tell me how long it takes to make a baby. It's the 3rd year already. That thing's getting pretty big. Is it gonna come out yet? She said no. That thing want pizza. It want some tacos too. You wanna go get some Taco Bell? I said, I guess so. You need me to get me some drinks first. I don't think I even have an issue about drinking. My issue is this thing that's growing in the stomach for 4 years now. I was born February 8th, I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to ask God, I want the most ultimate gift, birthday present. I want me a kid. I'm wishing it's gonna be a boy, and I switched the sex later. I said, no, I want a girl. At that point, I don't even know what I want anymore. I tried to switch it up on God. 9 months into pregnancy, I said, I want a girl for sure. I went to the ultrasound, found it was a boy. I said, yippee, this is what I'm gonna get. And found out a little finger knuckle right in the tip between his leg. I said, are you sure it's a boy? That thing kind of small. It's like, it's supposed to be small. It's not like yours. I was like, wow, that thing's gonna grow. I think I need to go get a drink. Obviously, between the whole story, I was not drinking during my wife's pregnancy. True story. Or my wife. I was drinking all the time. I'm stressed. Not even anxiety, I'm stressed. My dad was never there. He was like, son, are you ready? I was like, for what? To be a dad? I said, what? I'm a dad? He said, yes, you're a dad. You need to grow up. I said, you're not grown. Why do I gotta grow up? You still drinking too. True story. He said, don't judge me. Matter of fact, we both run out of beer. I cheers my dad. I said, cheers, Dad. You gonna be a grandpa. How's that feel? Are you ready? Chat, are you ready to be a grandpa? He said, what's a grandpa? I said, what's a grandpa to you? This ain't my fault. I'm a dad, I guess so. True story. I said, Mom, you ready to be a grandma? They go, what's a grandma? True story. I actually have kids, 2 beautiful ones, man. It's 20 years after. My kid is about to be 21, bro. I did my job in life. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I planned this out. I'm the smartest one. I said, have kids at a young age. I was only 18 when I was true story. Had a kid at 18. Now I'm 40, bro. It's 20 years after in the making, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm halfway to retirement, bro. I got 20 more years and I'm done. I got a car. I got a house, chat. My son, if you guys have not seen, subscribe. W's in the chat. W's in the chat. I'm just gonna read this. Can you shout out, please? I just subscribed. Your name is it Adele? Is it Adele? Is it Adele? Because if it's Adele, I like that name. Is it Adele? Adele, shout out to Adele. If it's Adele, Adele, it's something, bro. But W's. Thank you for subscribing in the chat in the channel. Welcome to the 10KO channel. If you have not seen or click, you scroll all the way down in the shorts. Go into the shorts. Definitely, you get give you access to the channel. Scroll all the way down. Season 1. I'm obviously a YouTube dancer. You know what I mean? We did a lot of things. I'm a family man. You're welcome to the family. You are family too now. You know what I mean? If you guys are bored, I'm gonna entertain you. We are comedians today. I'm gonna try with you. Okay, so welcome to the channel, chat. So 360 bad days in the years, I just grinded and just made lots and lots and lots and lots. Keep scrolling all the way to the bottom, chat. I did over 700 videos off of YouTube our first year. Second year, man, we are doing cooking. Welcome to the cooking channel now. I'm not gonna lie, chat. While we're cooking, so we have a backyard restaurant. We're gonna bring you inside. We're gonna show you what recipes you can cook inside your house. Outside, we're gonna show you what you can cook inside in the barbecue. Okay. Right now, this is a filler. I'm a comedian now. Isn't it great? Anything you wanna be on YouTube, you can do it. You can even be homeless if you want. I did a role of me being homeless. I got off of work when to go sleeping in a tent. I said, nope. It's windy today. I'm gonna go sleep inside. When it got warm outside, I went outside, slept out there for 2 minutes. Damn, it sucks being homeless. I think I really appreciate that I have me a house. My father-in-law got kind of mad, but kind of appreciated at the same time. He said, 10KO, make sure you put away my tent after you done. I was like, I guess so. Why do we do this stuff, Chad? Why do we do this stuff? I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was just contemplating before I did the YouTube live. So shout outs to the chat, new member, welcome. Thumbs up, hands up. We are working on to 300 subscribers, maybe today. So I actually have a job 5 days a week. I do YouTube part-time, okay? I work 6-7 days, hours at David and Buster's, you know what I mean? True story. And then on top of it, when I come home, I do YouTube. 100%. 100%, Chad. Last night we did a 3-hour stream that's gonna be uploaded to YouTube. You guys are gonna be able to watch that. I'm gonna be, for privacy, chat, I am gonna not disclose too much because with the live it gets rerun and replayed, so your names will get shouted out on the YouTube live and all this stuff. Not just that, on the channel. If you guys want your privacy be just hidden and this and that other stuff, you know what I mean? That's why I named my name 10KO. I didn't want to name it my name. I'm not gonna disclose much. My name is actually Spencer, right? Right? It gets used and abused all the time, used and abused all the time. I mean, your name is like a normal, common American name. Some people like, and I have been off the network where some people like, my name is Ted. Hey, how's it going, Ted? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey, how's it going, John? How's it going? How's it going, Ben? You know what I mean? How's it going? You know what I mean? How's it going, Andy? How's it going? You know what I mean? The industry will use American names all the time. I'm not gonna lie. Industry, in movies, music, this, that, which other stuff. That's why some people don't like their name because it gets used all the time, and you're like, ah, man, you know what I mean? Like it has a ring to your ear, and you're like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? People's gonna say some good things. Some people's gonna say some bad things. But Chat is a good person. I know, definitely. So I mean, I don't mind saying about all the chats, but more or less, this long story short in this, that's why I changed my name. Just like I am the Speed, you know what I mean? Mr. Beast, shout out to Mr. Beast. I actually know Mr. Beast. Shout outs to like Kai, you know what I mean? Some of us, we changed our names. I found out like, I did even lightly research something weird. Like, I like looking up Star's name. I looked up Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez is not actually his government name. He goes by something else. You know what I mean? I changed my name off of YouTube because I get my checks when I get paid. I actually get paid at work. My name actually gets printed for no scamming, no spamming. My name gets printed off of the check and I get paid. If my name was actually, if you name your name lightly, this is like true story. If you name your government name under your own alias, it's gonna be hard for you to light, bro. I'm not gonna lie, because no offense. Okay, so if you were to get one check by your work field, you can possibly get potential spam on your second network, like online. Like if you got paid on Twitch or this or that, or like, you know what I mean, this or that other stuff, you need to have your name, right? Unless you don't want to get paid. You know what I mean? Me, I don't want to get paid off of YouTube. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do my best off the network to keep memberships, this, that, which other stuff. And also, I'm trying to keep on figuring to make it because I love you guys. I don't want you guys to pay for anything. I already have a job, chat. I already make more income than I do on more. Most average Americans nowadays only make about $10,000 or $5,000 a year, maybe 50, depending how long you work or part time or what the hours are and flexes. That I make way more than that. I make way more than that. I'm really actually good with money. I don't even worry about money. I don't even worry about that. I got it covered. You know what I mean? You just gotta. As you get older, you have to figure out what your finances are. You know what I mean? I'm shopping at Target. I got Target shoes on. You know what I mean? I got Target shoes on, chat. I found out I couldn't afford Nikes anymore. I'm not gonna lie. One day in the year, I'm not gonna lie. Like my hustle is not bad. It's not good. It's not great. But at the same time, I got older. Like I can use shoes. Like the only time I do buy new shoes is when I'm doing a new dancing video or if I'm going on vacation. Doing YouTube is great, but when you have to pay for stuff and try to look the part, I'm not gonna lie, it starts getting expensive, bro. You need to start investing or thinking your career or life straight or something. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like I have in my closet, I have $4,000 to $6,000 of clothes. I have lots of clothes I had just never wore before, bro. Man, I'm in a financial crisis. Not really. I planned it out, chat, and I don't throw away none of my clothes or donate. My kids every year, notoriously, they try to come into my room like, "Dad, do you have any clothes you want to donate?" I said, "Do you got any clothes you want to donate to me?" He said, "No, this is a donation, Dad." I said, "I know. Where's my part of the share?" He said, "No, Dad, you need to give it away." I said, "No, you need to give it to me. Matter of fact, let me see what you're donating, son." Every year, bro. Every year. He said, "Dad, you are something else." I try to donate my underwear to my kids' school. He said, "Dad, you cannot donate that." I was like, "Then what's the point? What's the point, gang?" I said, "Here, son, they want some socks. Only got a left side. When I find the right side, I'll give it to you maybe next year. Only one side of the sock." What the hell? The hustle is strong. 2 weeks later, I found the right sock. I said, "You want this?" He said, "That donation is over. Get your life together, gang." I was like, damn. So you guys not seeing the channel? Season 3, we're gonna do performance and fixing cars. Give or take. That one's gonna take a long time. I'm not gonna lie. I also we are car mechanics, this, that. I've been street racing, this, that, but also besides that, I've been doing car stuff for a long time. So we're gonna show you guys. Also, I get to hang out with my son. You guys get to meet my son. My name is Son. My second son name is Dundun. So Dundon just bought a Mazda Speed 3 yesterday, turbo. That shit's amazing. I'm not gonna lie. He revved that shit. It went. Psh, psh. I was like, "Oh, Dad likes that shit." Hell yeah! I was like, "I like that shit." So he went out there. He on a drive. He used to live in my nutsack. Can you believe that shit? He used to live in my nutsack. Now he over there going psh, psh, to all his friends. Can you imagine that? All our parents. You were a parent once, right? Shout out to all the parents out there in the world. Your kids used to live in your body. You just gave it away. Now they get to talk and walk around with all the other hatchlings around them, bro. It is so cute. I'm not gonna lie, that was a part of yourself, and you now you share it within the community of the world. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty good. You're not doing that bad yourself, parents. Don't be staring at that mirror all day long saying, "Man, I ain't getting any younger." You already is young. You made another one. You did the most humane thing possible. You like, I'm gonna not live forever. I might as well give it away. Jesus, man. Good morning, guys. They said, what kind of comedy show is this? What is comedy? Truly, what is comedy? Comedy is different. Okay, I've been to comedy shows before, right? We're laughing in the background. I don't hear nobody laughing, so. But don't laugh. You know what I mean? Don't. I mean, you can laugh. That's up to you. Some people like, is people clapping? I don't even know. People laughing. People, woohoo. People making little, little noises in the background. Say, chill. I'm trying to concentrate. Everybody, I should please calm down. This is where it starts, Chad. You want to be a comedian? This is the first tutorial. First of all, start yourself a chat room, podcast, this, that, over other stuff. Have a subject. Stay on topic. I'll try with you. Okay. They say, how was your life as a dancer before being a comedian? I said it was okay. I got really healthy. My health is always great. I always check in with my ball doctor. They always stick their finger between my sack. They said, nope, you don't got cancer. You okay. You ready to go. I said, man, that's different. I guess there's a butt plug doctor too. I ain't gonna lie. One that sticks one finger up your ass and then smells it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to go ever see that doctor. My father-in-law seen that doctor last year. He's still mad, bro. He been scammed. Doctor stuck his finger up his ass, said fecal matter. Oh my God. You are definitely still young. I was like, wow, you let him do that to you and you had to pay him money? How about I stick my finger up my own ass and I keep my money for myself? You gotta be smart in this industry, bro. You been scammed. He came home, put the tampon between his ass. I said, are you okay? He said, are you okay? I was like, who keeps asking, are you okay? You okay? Questions, bro. This happened to you. You've been vandalized. That was a body of Christ once. So now, we're going to keep on drinking. Everybody nowadays, welcome to the chat. Where is our rights? Where is our rights? How many times have you been scammed in your life? Have you went to the store and said 20%, but inflation's so high you don't really know if you got a deal or not? I'm not gonna lie, chat. The price is $80. You think about and contemplating some life decisions. You know you came to the store for bananas because you're trying to be a healthier person. But you see the pants that says $80 and you're like, damn. Now you're being judged and contemplated by surrounded by other people. You're like, man, I want the banana and I want to look good around my community. But these pants do look good too, but it said 20% off. You got to go back to high school again to figure out what 20% off is. I don't even know. Don't ask me in the chat, please. 20% off, man. I think that's like $79.99. I'm not gonna lie. 80% or $80, 20% off. You said $79.99. You try to do the math. I like, man, you got 1 penny off. What the hell? Wait, the math is wrong. It's $79.95. Inflation too high. They said, how about this? We're gonna make you a deal. Obviously, we can tell you trying to make a smoothie with your banana. So we're gonna give you the banana for free, but the pants gonna still remain $79.95. That don't even make sense, gang. Well, the pants can't reproduce. We might as well keep that inflated. But the bananas, we can reproduce that. I'm not gonna lie. Let's stick with the plan, chat. Anything that we can reproduce, let's say a cow can reproduce with another cow. So we're gonna keep the prices low. But if we have to make it by hand or machine, let's keep it inflated. Let's think about it, okay? Someone's gotta be paid at the end of the day. No politics, no program, no president, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, obviously a shovel was made by a machine. I'm not Chinese, bro. No offense. I'm not gonna go make no shovel, bro. Let's keep that shit inflated. If a shovel can somehow have sex, non-sexual, with another shovel, we're gonna deflate that shit. Because that would be amazing. That kind of makes sense. People like, man, you guys are crazy in America. That's why everybody moving out. Let's talk about it. W's to everybody around the world. Welcome not to America, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Welcome to not America. You don't live here no more, bro. The address has changed. It does not say USA anymore. It said OSU. OSU, what is that? Overstate America. That's everywhere else besides America. You went past America. You're a high achiever. W's. I'm not mad at you. Go live your life. You know how when they kidnapped us from all the other countries and brought us to America? Now we're stuck here with the American dreams. I am not gonna lie, but I do love living here. It's been a good 40 years. They don't hurt me or this or that. They just name call me once in a while. I can take that. You know, once in a while they tell me, man, you should go back to your country. I say, you should go back to work. I like smart things. We're going to call him Alex. I am ready for the lion. Gloria, Marlon, is it Marlon? And Melman. It's my best friends. My best friends, man. Not gonna lie. Marty, he was the scheme. He was the plot. We had to listen to that game. He said, it's my birthday. I'ma try with you. He talks to Alex running on a treadmill. The lion gets to eat the most best things. He got the best steaks in the world out of New York. Shout outs to the Mets. Getting W's this year. Marty. He was like, I want to go live in Africa. I said, word. I'm gonna follow my brother, and I guess so. I'm the giraffe. Did you know that? Animals in the zoo. That's my brother. That's my cousin, bro. That's my auntie and that's my uncle. Found out, man, I'm not a monkey no more, bro. Found out that's not our habitat. We're supposed to be natural enemies in the wild. Not really. If I was an animal, I'd probably eat fast food. I ain't gonna lie. Not really. I'm a cook. I don't really need fast food. But I do sell it every day. Can you imagine that? If the food don't sell as regular people, wear a costume like an animal and sell it through the restaurant. I'm not gonna lie, bro. We're not even scamming here, man. If the people can't sell the food, let the animals sell the food. You never know. If I saw a mailman or Marty or Gloria inside McDonald's, I'd say, what the hell? Am I really high? I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think a giraffe just stuck his head out and gave me $2. I think I'm at the right place. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'ma try with you. Man, besides all that, man, I'm gonna have me a drink and I'm gonna think some more stories, man. Chat, what you guys doing today, bro? Are you on a boat rowing, rowing? Like, chat, how I know that? Of course, there's always something going on. It's the world. Someone thinking about they're gonna go on a hike. I said, for real? That's a lot of work. Go ahead, gang. Climb the mountain. It's gonna be a long way. If you keep on talking about, you never gonna get there. You really have to plan things out and execute the plan. Chat still has a map from 1996. He trusts it. He don't trust Google no more. He trusts the map that he purchased since 1996. He got all the routes. He said, X that. This is the path. I'm gonna follow that in the chat. I'm not gonna lie, bro. They don't make it like that no more. Bro is treasure hunting. They said there's some gold out here. I said, for real? I stopped believing the stories, man. Everything you believe, bro. They said there's aliens. I said, for real? I am not going outside in that case. For real? What if it's an Enderman, bro? I touch it, it transform me, bro. For reals, man. Have you seen my YouTube, bro? There's freaking Godzilla outside my garage, bro. I am not going outside, bro. I am not going outside. They said that AI said bullshit, bro. Bullshit, bro. You go outside at Godzilla, bro. I am not going out there. I haven't been out of my house in 2 days. They said, man, that is fake. I said, man, you are high, bro. That is real. I'm not even judging you, gang. I smoke too, bro. Then I get to creating, I get to thinking, bro. What if there's Godzilla outside my house? I said, matter of fact, let's just do that shit. They said, you a pretty smart person. How do you do that? I showed that to my father-in-law. He said, my God, this is my national anthem right here. I love Godzilla. I said, I did this for you, Dad. Some people like King Kong. I say, there you go. Just in case. I can't be judgmental off the network, bro. Some people would say, F Godzilla. I said, there's King Kong. Be on my side, bro. That's my cousin, bro. And then he got mad and hit my house. So I had to call the police. They said, what's the problem, TKO? I said, Godzilla was cool. He only messed up my car. But King Kong had to hit my house. Who's gonna fix my White House, Trump? I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna try with you. What the hell? President Trump, he get mad at me sometimes, bro. I say, calm down. Calm down, sir. We're gonna figure things out. We're gonna figure out how to give more people more money, bro. They said, how you gonna do? I said, with AI. I talked to my coworker. I said, man, I don't even need $1 million anymore. I just put your hands out right here like this. And we just gonna AI that shit. Did you know that shit? You don't even need money anymore, bro. I told my wife. She said, let's go buy a new car. I said, check this out. Click, 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 click. AI, bro. I got me a new car. It pulled out my garage. It's a new Mazda Vision, bro. Found out I don't even want this car, bro. It flew away. I don't think when I want no more Mazda, bro. Them things can fly. Did you know that? I typed into the AI, transcar my car to a Mazda Vision. It did it perfectly. 2 seconds later, I see a robot. I was like, what the hell? That is not what I asked you to do. What is wrong with the AI, bro? So I typed in Turn my car into a Mazda Vision, park it. It parked it, it flew away. I'm not gonna lie, bro. We need to fix this AI ASAP, bro. Especially if it's a Mazda. President Trump's gonna get mad at me. He says, I like your ideas, but why does it keep flying away? He said, who invented this stuff, man? I'm not gonna lie. Now his story about them Hyundais. What if you buy a Hyundai and it flies into a tree? It might happen. If my Mazda just flew away, I'm pretty sure the Hyundai is gonna do it too. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Have you messed with AI lately on YouTube? Man, I love YouTube. Thank you for YouTube supporters. Shout outs to the developers, man. We need AI to do what it says us to do. Not just fly away for no reason. Freaking one of my co-workers said, yo, chat, check it out. This is AI for sure. One ninja kick. He got 40 ninja kicks in the air, never hit the ground. I said, that is straight up AI, bro. You can't 40 kick 40 times. But it did look cool though. AI is getting crazy, bro. I gotta go see. I think I hear a car. It sounds like my son's car. Nope, you're not home yet. So, chat, what we gonna do for season 2? We're gonna try. We're gonna try to fix this car up. It's actually a pretty cool car. 2.3 liter turbo. I've been waiting for a long time. I sold my car a long time ago. I'm not gonna lie. Sold for a lot of my cars for my kids and my wife and this and that. I'm gonna buy my car later on too. I'm not gonna disclose what car, but if you guys do click and watch the videos of the cars, you're gonna see one of my dream cars. I changed my son to a dream car, Mazda RX-7, and it flew away. I was like, what the hell, bro? It made it look believable. I like how YouTube catches your attention and it's like, what? That was crazy. That's not my fault, bro. That's AI stinking, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Robots took over. It likes the idea and said, I'm gone. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Thank you for all the people that view my video content, man. Shout outs to the viewers of YouTube. You know what I mean? I was a YouTube creator, but I did not create that car to fly away. It just said, I think I got this in control, Scotty. I think I know what I'm doing. I didn't know I became a movie director that day, bro. I was like, God, man, I got W's. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Drowning, bro. People trying to blame me like, okay, that makes sense. I took my son's car, a Mazda 6, and I transformed it with AI. I was like, okay, technically, if it has a brand name logo in the front, I scan every single brand name of that brand. I know how AI works and AI thinks, so you can change it from any generation to generation. So I picked it up and it picked it up quickly. All right. I turned my sister's car into a freaking, she drive a Subaru, right? That was so easy, bro. That was so easy. I was like, you know what? A scale from 1 to 10, I can do other things. Let's try to turn it into a transformer. It did it seamlessly perfect. I said, can I do anything else besides turning into a robot? So I scale 1 to 10. You know what 1 to 10 means? By camera height, it goes from here to here. So I took it and it just driving like this. This is a forward motion. It's in motion like this, right? So I tried. I was like, okay, if I was an actor, I need some character to come to the camera. What is big in the world besides a Transformer? I said, Godzilla. Can it turn into Godzilla? It did it. it AI is so crazy in the world. I turned my own body into a Transformer and I was dancing in the garage. I was like, wow, the storyline is perfect. Bumblebee, that is crazy. I will not brand off of these because that's all copyrighted. But AI is here to just kind of have fun and play with. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like if I was ever to sell a Tenko sweater in the future, or even just give away to my subscribers, I cannot put Bumblebee on there. They would say that's copyright. But I do have ideas. Tenko does have a character. I will let you guys see it later on. There's a lot of ideas that I've been drawing down on a piece of napkin. I have it all laid out. I have some big plans, bro. We're gonna make 10KO become a brand later on. I'm telling you, bro. So do subscribe. Really do subscribe. A lot of my people off the first 500 subscribers, I might give you a sweater or something or a sticker from actual LLC company. I'm gonna turn it to an LLC company. You know what I mean? Where I sell like just to support the channel. I already make money. This that you can buy the merch later. Right now, I'm just still visioning and thinking because it takes a long time. You know what I mean? And I actually am going to do more gifts and this and that. If you guys have not seen some of the live, I actually went to the community. I got much love for my local community out here. And I went to go give out free ice cream. You know what I mean? I have to think about stuff. You know what I mean? When you get into this and that, because like if I give you like $1,000, I don't want you guys to go buy drugs. You know what I mean? Go buy some groceries or something. Go pay your car or something. Something. You know what I mean? I can do that stuff, bro. But I prefer not to do that because it starts changing your vision. That you know what I mean. It changes your art form. That it changes you. Money changes people. I'm not gonna lie. It changes you. People want it all the time now. When you got the first taste of it, so you want more. Now you that's just being human. You can't judge people. I'm not gonna lie. Nowadays, man, just if you feel poor today, you feel like you have no money. It's a sense. It's a trick in your brain. It's a trick in your brain, bro. For reals, I'm not gonna lie. It had me $8,000 in my hand. I got super bored after 4 hours. 4 hours, I was super bored. I bought me a TV, a PlayStation, this and that. I went to the bank. I ended up put back the $4,000, bro. All my money, bro. Hard working money all year. I put it away because, man, I had a lot of people around the city and I had a bag of money. They said, Spencer, give me some money. I was like, what the hell? How you even know I have money? Someone like got a device on me or some shit? They said, man, you rich. I was like, what the hell? God, this is small money to me, bro. You need to get a job. No offense, bro. I'm not even being mean. I found out in this city that's what people like. You know what I mean? We give out dividends every year, gang. What happened to last year's money, bro? That's just crazy. You need to take care of your finances, Alaska. That is crazy. Found out they're only gonna give us $1,000 a year of free money. You know what I mean? We do the same thing, no offense, every year. Gamble it off the top. Pay your car and house payments or rent. Rent's at $2,000. That's not even half to cover the rent. You know what I'm saying, Chad? You live in Alaska, everything is so pricey. I'm not even judging Alaska. They say you need to fix Alaska. I was like, what's there to fix? There's trees. All the other politicians like just cut down all the trees. That's the problem. You can't do that. Chad, you can't do that. They say let's turn it into a real city. No, what we can use the AI. How about that? Leave the trees alone, gang. You want to see a big ass city? Just freaking AI that shit. Take a drone, record that shit, and turn it into a big ass city. I think we don't really need to kill anything else out here. I'm not gonna lie, bro. For reals. I live in two different worlds now. I live in the YouTube world, the regular world, and in the AI world. So if you ever see me in the chat just drift off and said, what happened? Like, what are you talking about, bro? I'm always thinking, like, man, what would that thing look like if I did that? Nothing sexual, bro. I'm not here for that. So I got chatted up with my stock market friends. They said, I think the AI world and the chips are going to be obsolete and we're going to do it. People are starting to like it. I said, let's go, chat. You know how faster we can create things with AI? I'm not going to lie, bro. You got a new futuristic car you want to invent. All you got to do is take last year's model and say AI change it 2027, bro. I didn't have to draw anything on paper, bro. I'm saving the trees. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You have to think. You have to think harder than AI. AI can think harder than us. Did you know that? Now we trying to figure out who's the first creator. Is it the people or is it AI? My sister still thinks she's like, you dumb. I said, am I dumb? Can I outsmart the computer? Possibly. All I gotta do is keep it off. Did you know that? If you don't have the technology on, there's no AI. When you turn off the technology, it's gone. All the people that's just like on drugs, they said, "Oh, really?" I'm just joking, bro. One of my old coworkers, an old drug addict. I'm not gonna disclose much. They said, "Oh, really?" I say, "Shut up." That's the sixth time you said it, bro. You make me want to go smoke. Jesus Christ. I just kidding, bro. I love you, bro. I just don't want you to do drugs. Went back to jail for doing drugs, bro. I was like, damn, man, I trust you, bro. Can you just chill? Life is hard, bro. I said, I get it. I just go eat food like the rest of us. Food get boring, bro. You know what? Be American Pie. Put the pie between your gonads, bro. You know what I mean? The world's for the taking. If they're not gonna judge Jimmy, then what they gonna judge you for, bro? Have you tried that yet? Have you ever tried to put a cucumber up your ass? No, I don't get down like that. I'm not even judging, gang. Have you ever put cake, like put cake in between your toes? You got money like that? No. Let's rather buy drugs. I I'm just rather buy a cake and put it between my toes and record and be a million view person on YouTube, bro. They'll be like, what the hell did you do that for? I was like, I got money like that, bro. Please hit subscribe. You know what I mean? At least they'd be like, man, I think that person think might be on drugs. That is crazy. Forget the drugs, bro. Just leave that shit on the ground next time. Because the next crackhead's gonna pick it up and say, ooh, look, drugs. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Just leave that shit on the ground. Make sure it's not around, like, you know what I mean? Like some kids, because you don't want kids to smoke crack. You gotta be a good community member, bro. I don't care, bro. I care about the youth, but I don't care about the drugs, bro. It's not my problem. It is your problem. You need to fix it. I'm not even judging, gang. What's the issue? What's the issue? Had a rough day, I get it. Had a rough day. I'm not even judging, gang. Had a rough day. For real. 500,000 people had a rough day too, bro. I go to work sometimes. Sometimes nowadays I eat before going to work. I don't have no problem no more, bro. For real, I'm happy as a clam. I walk around singing Pokemon music. Da 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 da. For real. I'm happy, bro. My life is good. Shout outs next week. The NFL starts. If you guys been seeing the light audibles that I've been typing about the NFL and this and that, I'm a big football fan. I am a big football fan, but I'm gonna keep it low key. We gotta keep the people guessing. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna let you guys know what my favorite teams are. I do have a few favorite teams, and I'll be keep an eye on a lot of players and teams and all this stuff. You know what I mean? I actually work in Dave and Buster's, so we're gonna keep it low key. This and that, over the other stuff. My birthday is actually close to the Super Bowl, so I mean, I'm not gonna lie. You know, what I mean, a lot of people try to bet this that. I'm not crazy here for that. I just like to see good games happen and all this stuff. You know what I mean? Um, there's a lot of good things, man. I mean, shout outs to the rest of the streaming, man, making that other half dream come true, man. A lot of people went to the FIFA. They went to the FIFA games. I'm not gonna lie. RP. I'm sorry, Mepsi. Mepsi's father died this year. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry. Tenko is truly sorry after never that you know what I mean. I'm just speaking lightly like that. Like, you know what I mean. Uh, Dad died at the age of 68, 69. You know what I mean? RIP, man. My dad's like in his 80s. He's gonna pass away one day, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He could pass somewhere next week. I'm already ready. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I'm not even trying to be a bad son or nothing, bro. My dad's hella old, bro. For real, he's old, bro. Seriously, he did a good job. He did a good job, bro. This year, man, we're gonna do it all. This is why I'm putting the initiative to be more not just a family. I've always been a family man. We're gonna we're gonna go to like Lowe's and Home Depot. We're gonna buy some car tools. Finally buy some car stuff. It's been a light American, not just American dream. A dream of mine was to work on cars with my son. So we're gonna do it now. We're gonna probably upgrade his car head to toe. I'm not gonna lie. I want to hear my son's thoughts and vision. He's gonna be on YouTube. So his name is Dylan. Please be nice to him around the public and this and that stuff. These kids didn't have a super crazy hard life, but I try to give them everything possible. No, bro. I don't care, bro. I will not lie, cheat, or steal to my kids, bro. So, and on top of it, man, you just gotta make the youth, and you gotta be there for the youth, and not just that for your kids. You really do, bro. If not, get in touch with the community. Nothing weird. You gotta change these young cats' lives, man. Keep them away from gangs. Keep them away from drugs. You really do, bro. You gotta tell them. Even smoking and drinking, don't do that. Give yourself a chance, bro. Let yourself breathe. Seriously, bro. Life is short, bro. Get on a dirt bike game. Crank that shit up, bro, for your G's. That's how I grew up. My life came out okay, bro. I drive fast cars and everything, bro. It does work out in the end, bro. Play some video games. It's gonna change people's lives. Shout outs to Kai, bro. Change them lives, bro. Getting W's, bro. He's on a mission to get the Ford Expedition, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Kai is like a brother, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Brother man is doing W's. I support Kai too, bro. He's a good guy, bro. He's a good guy. He's a good brother, bro. I watch shout outs to Rakai too, man. Shout outs to Ray, bro. All homies, bro. I've been watching these guys for years. Years and years. I do click and subscribe. I don't scam or this or that, all stuff, bro. Trying to figure out where we gonna sit in this world. We gotta keep on thinking. Today I'm working on my comedian sense. I said, man, can you tell me a joke? I said, knock knock. They said, who's there? I said, you. You who? You too. Oh my God, that was so crazy. I'm just gonna walk away from the camera, bro. I set that one up. Not who there. You who? You too. What the hell? What the hell, bro? Bro just made a knock knock joke. Nothing weird. I like to see what the world is like, chat. I like to see what the world is like. Even as the stars, or singers, or actors, I support all you guys, bro. I try to. I try with you, bro. I try to chat it up and say, man, hype it up, bro. Can we do better? Even shout out to Drake, can we do better? Bro, man, that's actually one of the homies, OVO, bro. I knew Drake for years, bro. Years and years and years, bro. He's actually cool, man. He goofy, bro. Bro, I like Drake's video when he actually wear a wig. I say, Drake, what are you doing? You gotta remember, he's a comedian too, bro. He didn't start off as a rapper, bro. He started off with just doing little skits, this and that, a whole bunch of other stuff, bro. I was like, that's crazy, that's funny, bro. You gotta remember, you gotta be actor, singer, this or that, dancer, something, 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 something. You gotta give the people some entertainment. Entertainment is a big word. You know what I mean? It's like a boat. You know what I mean? You can't take it lightly, even if it's family, bro. I try to teach the rest again. If you don't got family, have someone close to you. These people will stay with you for the rest of your life until the day you die, bro. I stay with family, bro. For real, man. I changed my life, my aura. I became the Halloween man. I try to outdo myself every other year, bro. Martha Stewart. Every other year, bro. This year we're doing Mr. Beast candy, bro. I even support Mr. Beast. Shout outs to Mr. Beast. 10 KO, bro. We're gonna give out Mr. Beast candy. I'm not getting paid for Mr. Beast. That's actually one of the homies, bro. It's actually a good candy. I'm not gonna lie. Like I watched the videos over and over and over and over. I was like, I'm gonna try that. I picked it up and it actually tastes good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually a pretty good candy. If you guys not have picked up a Mr. Beast candy, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go $100 in this year and try to buy a lot of Mr. Beast candy. And you guys just come to my house over here. I'm not disclosing where I live and this and that other stuff, but I would want to say like try the candy. I'm not gonna lie. Like I've seen a lot of people in this industry knock off this that and sell not even just their name, their brand, and this that. It doesn't, not 100%. Like I'm not sold. You know what I mean? But I do support what they're trying to do, like their ideas. You know what I mean? Like that's W's. You know what I mean? But when I tried Mr. Beast candy, number one, it actually tastes good. When I tried Unc Snoop Dogg's chips, that tasted good. It really did. It was so good, even off the channel. I recreated, not 100%. I didn't want to do because Unc is also a brand. And I didn't want to copyright. He did maple chips and this and that, and that one is fire. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? So I did maple syrup chicken, and it tastes 100% exactly the same. I was like, but Unc is super smart, super smart. When you do start a restaurant or food is that, you will get hit by food, this, that. It's hard to do food. But if you do snacks, you won't get hit by things like OSHA, this, that, a whole bunch of other. It's hard to start a restaurant when it's not like people try to take you down, but they try to bring you up. You have to make sure you're doing everything food safe. You know what I mean? Like when you're cooking, you have to wear gloves. You know what I mean? You have to wash your hands. You have to. I've been cooking for years, bro. You know what I mean? Starting a restaurant is not hard. It's not easy, but in America, it is federally, like it's regulated. You have to follow the procedures. If you don't, you know what I mean, they can just mark it down. You get shut down, or you get penalized. You get this and that. You gotta pay the fees. It's a lot of complications. I'm not gonna lie, bro. The more you bring into the company, the more they take out of it. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's hard to be an owner, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Shout outs to all the owners out there. Shout outs to all the bosses. I get it, bro. I worked in a lot of companies. I'm not gonna lie. Became the manager, this, that, other stuff. It's hard to do all that stuff. If you just a normal worker, man, you get a 30-minute break. That's what's up. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the managers out there trying to manage, man. It is not an easy task. I sent 20 people on a lunch break. Man, I can't even go smoke a cigarette once. I feel you. I tried with you, bro. I understand. I've been there before, bro. They said 10 KO, can I go on lunch break? I said, I guess so. Just don't leave the facility, please, because I don't know if you're gonna come back. I locked it in after years and years. Jack says, man, I'm gonna be back in 1 hour. I promise you. They didn't come back for 4 hours. I better say, where you at? This drive-through line is lit. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I wasn't even mad. I said, get to work. They said, 10 KO, I'm sorry that I'm late. I said, Whatever, bro. That's not my problem. Is drive through life. Can you help me make it come on to at least 10 cars? I got 40 cars here, gang. They make it look like I'm the problem here in this restaurant. Even I know the boss that owns all these restaurants. You guys are crazy. The boss calls me up, 10KO, what's the problem? Why is this always happening on your shift? I said, I don't know. Does any of my old coworkers know? I don't think so, because you would not want to know that on your resume. I run down for the game, bro. I don't work there no more, but I do like the food. I found out I'm a better coworker than a manager. You know why? Because it's so much easier to talk to regular people. When you have to boss people around, they're like, man, I don't want to do that. I say, what do you want to do? I think I want to go sweep instead of cook. I said, go sweep, then I'll cook. They said, thank you, 10KO. I said, no problem. After you done sweeping, you want to mop? At least you helping me out, because if you don't do that, I got to go do that. They said, Chad, you want to go wash the dishes? Like, yeah, I'm 10KO. Can I stop doing the register? I said, we got AI no more nowadays. Go wash the dishes, please. And not I have to do that. Hey, 10KO, the shipment here. I said, man, bring the paper over here. I'll sign for it, bro. This is too easy. What is this? 4,000 pounds of food? Sign this up, man. I know people eat 100 pounds of food a day. I got food for the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. If they can't eat that, man, I gotta say I don't need this, that quickly. I have not seen any activity at the restaurant for 4 days. So I don't need that. I'm just gonna carry what I need. If not, another restaurant's gonna call me. I'm sorry, I sold my product. Where's yours? True story. Man, I could probably be a manager of Chipotle. It's so easy to manage, bro. I'd rather not, bro. I heard the food don't taste great. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't like hearing that, bro. Not on my watch, bro. You gotta help out your friends that help you out. And if they don't want help, then you're gonna see them struggle. It's gonna be a long day. So what else are we gonna talk about, man? We gotta keep on streaming. So if you guys have not learned yet, I am a premium member. If you guys are not premium members, I'm not trying to scam this, that. Do subscribe, do this, that, and all stuff. If you got tired of YouTube, I got super tired of YouTube. Not gonna lie, I love YouTube. I love the up and creators and all stuff. I got tired the first year. If you have not download YouTube Premium or subscribe to YouTube Premium, I do YouTube Premium, and then I also do Twitch Turbo. I pay for the ads. There's no more ads. You know what I mean? You gotta feel, if you want to feel the not just the luxuries of life or this or that. There's benefits, Chad, to being a premium member. That you have tasks every day until you meet your goal. It's pretty fun on YouTube and Twitch. Shout out to Twitch. There is goals there's requirements. There is platform and system requirements that you have to meet the task. If you did not meet the task, you just didn't get W's. You gotta get the W's nowadays. You know what I mean? You gotta keep on working. It takes a lot of work. I thought you being a YouTuber meant searching on the search bar for 10 years. I said, man, when am I gonna become a YouTuber? I found out I spam myself, bro. I said, what this button do, bro? 15 years later, man, I made my first short. I was like, I kind of like this. I was like, wow, I could be an actor or whatever now. That's pretty cool. Yo, shout out to all the subscribers. Like, seriously, man, I do appreciate for all these years that you got did supporting the channel and stuff. Just subscribing does help. We are almost goaded. We are almost 300 subscribers away. Trust me, this only been my second year. I do support. I mean, I do appreciate, man. Tenko, our family, and everybody else on the channel. We do appreciate guys that much. Most people just look over and just kind of bypass it. Me, 10KO off the net, I really do appreciate it because it's only been about a second year on YouTube. You know what I mean? Initially, I actually have to go back doing actual real videos because I actually have more videos. Like I said, I actually have my own cloud service, and I'm gonna have to upload a whole bunch of old videos that you guys saw me in Japan 10 years ago, before cloud was available. I knew what the world was gonna look like. I'm not gonna lie. The rest of the family told me what the world was gonna look like for the future, and I just went along with the program, and then 10, 15 years later, they finally got cloud and that and all stuff. I actually have to go to Japan, so we're gonna also. I got my GoPro. I have to get 2 GoPro cameras. I'm paying for it. Don't need to worry about it. I'm not looking for funds. Is that I just wanted to show you guys the world. You know what I mean? I'm an adult now. Is that my sons have grown up. My son was only in Japan. He was only like, I don't know, 6, 8 years old. Very, very young. Very, very young. So, you know what I mean? But he was, he wanted to do YouTube Kids and all that stuff. He's grown now. Dun has grown now off of YouTube. So he doesn't do, he's a YouTuber, you know what I mean? Light creator and all that stuff. You can subscribe to his channel later, you know what I mean? But I started YouTube for my kids, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, Dad, I want to be a YouTuber. I was like, well, let Dad try to figure out how YouTube works, and then I'll try to figure out how to fill you in, you know what I mean? Nowadays they have, if you click with the subscriber, you can have collabs and this, that. So I might have to do a collab with my son later and say, you know, I don't even know what his YouTuber name is. I think it's like Marcus or something. I don't Marco Polo or something. It's something. Anyways, long story short. Anyways, I don't even really know. He's smart. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Even like I went to the Instagram and I saw my kids and it said so say and didn't say. I was like, what the hell? That shit is so old, bro. So you know my kids, and I took over one of my son's Instagram accounts. I think so. I think I did, or no, I took one of his old ones and I just changed it to 10KO family. You know what I mean? I'm rarely on that network, so don't even hit me up on Instagram. I'm not gonna lie. I only lightly available on YouTube and Twitch. I don't do Facebook. I don't link any of this stuff on because I don't want people scamming the network. I just kind of played it smart. I do Discord, but you can't hit me up on YouTube. You can only hit me up on Twitch. When I go on Twitch, because I do the gaming and stuff, it makes more sense to just link it like that. Because unless you do double streamings, if you do double streamings, then you can get on the Discord. But most of everybody I know on Twitch, I hit them up on Discord. You know what I mean? So you got Discord channel and all that stuff. I mean, it's pretty cool. You know what I mean? My son kind of introduced me to Discord, and I was like, "What's Discord?" You know what I mean? Now they do Chat GP, whatever. You know what I mean? The Elon Musk app. I don't even know what that is. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not ever gonna use that app. The gang keeps moving to the next thing, bro. It's the newest thing, right? It's the newest thing, right? W's. But like you gotta stick with one topic. Not everything's TikTok, bro. No offense to TikTok, man. You just swipe, swipe, swipe. The attention span is less than 2 seconds, bro. You gotta remain streaming. That's the channel, bro. That's the channel. You gotta stay on one topic. It's gonna make it look like AI is something else, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie. You gotta pay attention. It almost seems like because teachers nowadays they're gonna say like technology is really ruining our kids. They're gonna say their attention span is less than 4 seconds. Can't you sit down for 1 second? You know what I mean? They're gonna blame technology for the future if we keep doing this. I'm not gonna lie. That's why they call it a coronavirus. Like seriously, in the government, they call it a pandemic, coronavirus. I don't even know what that stuff is. You know what I mean? They blame it on stuff that we can't figure out what it is. You can't blame them. They don't even know what it is. I told my mom, "Father, you know what TikTok is?" They said, "What's the point of this app?" Now they download it too. They don't even know why they download it. You know what I mean? You ever go at home, you watch Hulu and shit, subscribe, 19.99 every month, and you don't even watch it no more. They say, man, I'm about to fire somebody. My sister subscribed to that network all the time. She's like, I think I'm gonna fire them. I said, don't do it. Think about the stock market. Remember, you're Disney. I'm Netflix. Chat says, oh, okay. I think I'm gonna keep it. Keeping it keeps people hired. The moment you unsubscribe to that shit, you're firing them, bro. Did you know that? That's like going being a Target shopper and you just don't want to lock in no more. You know what I mean? How many times you go to Target and you like, I think I'm gonna lock in. I'm not gonna lie. My nieces are so cute, notorious, bro. Come with a Target shopper, man. So homeless, bro. So homeless, so cute, bro. I say, look, you look just like your mom. That is too cute. You should have bought 4 of them things, man. Get to work. Things are too cute, Ming Ming. That Ming Ming too cute, bro. My niece, man, I love them. Man, shout out to the chat. Can I put a stick in front of that thing? That roadblock, bro. That thing fall over, bro. Baby Godzilla is gonna keep on walking with the leg up like this, bro. It's gonna talk. It's gonna make a baby tantrum, bro. The batteries keep going and going. Turn that shit off. Did you know kids do not come with batteries? No batteries required. We still trying to find the instructions. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta lock into the chat. You know what I mean? This is the most crazy stuff, right? So I do streams sometimes day, sometimes night. I know I'm not gonna get so many people in the stream. You know why? Because you guys are at work. It is such a busy life. You know what I mean? It's such a busy life that you're not gonna get so many people. You cannot judge what's happening on the internet because they're supposed to be working. What's the best thing about live? I'm not gonna lie. You guys can watch this after work if you want to. That's the best thing about subscribing. I'm not gonna lie. When you subscribe, I will have it unlocked for you after filming. You know what I mean? Even though you guys did not get a welcome to the chat and this and that and stuff, you guys can later on watch the video. You can watch any of my videos. The only time you cannot off of YouTube watch the video is if you are being gifted a membership. Being gifted membership give exclusive content to a member. You know what I mean? Now you have to pay to watch all the videos that are up to date, and now you have a membership. Now you have to click. I'm gonna do my best to how to figure it out where I don't have to make you guys pay for nothing. But if I, you know what I mean? There's certain things, you know what I mean? Certain things. This is even why the stream so long, because later on, YouTube is gonna. I already know the longer my videos are, the more they're gonna throw ads. That's what you get paid for. That's what's a revenue, right? That is true. The shorter your video, there's not gonna be a commercial. YouTube and Twitch gets paid, puts ads in there. YouTube gets paid for the premium. $14.99. I think it upped it to $15.99 to $16.99 a month. See, that's more than how much I get paid at work. You know what I mean? There's a lot in the internet, not just the internet. Bits, help, this and that, a whole bunch of other stuff. Do subscribe, this and that, a whole bunch of other stuff. We're trying to figure out how to do more things in the world because everybody has money nowadays, bro. It's not even a money issue anymore. We just trying to entertain the people, but we appreciate all the gifts, bro. I'm not gonna lie, dude. You gotta understand. You gotta understand where you stand in this world. You know what I mean? We gotta take the YouTube and Twitch challenge. Keep on streaming, chat. It's already been 1 hour. Can you imagine I do an 8-hour stream? You know how many ads they're gonna keep running through me? That is crazy, chat. You know what I mean? The later on you're gonna get increments. It's like, man, I don't even want to see the ad no more. I think I just want to be a YouTube premium member. I got so agitated listening to music on YouTube. I love YouTube, bro. I do a lot with YouTube. I listen to music all the time at work. Ads free. Ads free, bro. I listen to DJ music because I don't want to be playing with my phone trying to choose music. I just listen to the DJ music for 4 hours. I don't care what it is. I'm working for 4 hours straight with no ads, bro. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty good. And could you imagine everybody around me enjoying themselves? Might as well just pay for it. My life's been better. I've been a YouTube premium member for about, I don't know, a lot of months now, bro. It's good. It's W's. There's some other stuff that I have to go back to the channel and do a lot of tasks and this, that. I looked at one of them, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna try. There's a backstage pass to a VIP concert. Shouts to T.Y. Dollar, bro. That's one of the broskies. I've been hitting up T.Y. Dollar since last year. I was like, will you ever come out to Alaska to do a concert? He said, I think about it. He actually came through. I'm not gonna lie. I got the proof on my channel, bro. On my YouTube channel, bro. Last year it was my birthday. I said, T.Y. Dollars, Bobby, my birthday. Can you say happy birthday to me on Twitch? He said, happy birthday, chat. I was like, thank you. I go by I am KOTD. But even on Twitch, most of them they know me by 10KO and Yo Spence. You know what I mean? Anyways, yeah. So, but it's all good. I call it like later on we become friends. Later on, work the apprenticeship, SU, this that. Slowly work it. Listen to Kai. You know what I mean? Learn how. We all gotta learn and grow off the network. But at the same time, slowly make yourself an associate. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Graduate, chat. Become an associate. Yeah, slowly. Sorry, that's my monologue. Slowly become an associate. You know what it means to have an associate's degree? It means you have to socialize with people around you, no matter what business it is. You know how you go to a salesman, a car dealership, no scam, and you gotta sell it. That's an associate. You know how you go buy a purse, Michael Kors at the store. That's an associate. You know how you go to a jewelry store. They say, "Would you like a, you know, what I mean, some bling bling?" That's the associates. You have some plug and connect. You see what I mean? I have lots of associates. Associates is good. That means you have some foot in the door around the road and you get a buy freely. If not, you find a friend and you know some connects and then you get stuff moving. You know what I mean? Shout outs to my guy, not disclosed much in town. We're trying to work on a deal, try to get Shane Wong, I believe. Sorry, brother, man. I know him from Netflix, right? I want to see him come to Alaska do a comedian show because it makes sense. Besides the weed smoking, people love comedy. It's what we got to do. Everything in this state, we got to keep the people moving. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. You gotta get in touch with people. You know what I mean? I don't just do nothing around the world, bro. For real. It's like whatever you want, I'm gonna try to figure out how to get it. I'm not gonna lie. TY was one of the family members, bro. I hit him up day after day, subscribe month after month. I was like, TY, you gonna come through it? And he finally did it. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to West Khalifa, the other families too, man. They actually came through. It made sense because West Khalifa came out to the state fair of state of Alaska last year, and I was like, hey, it makes more sense for TY to come through. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care what anybody else concert. I was like, TY guys can come through. It makes more sense, and we're gonna get lit. That's why you guys didn't even see it on the channel. And I actually recorded it live, but for TY and the artist's privacy and all this, that I did not want everybody. You guys got to see it live, yes, but you got to remember, fams is entertainment, and I want TY to get, you know what I mean. He has to entertain in this that. So I had to think about for TY's privacy. So I deleted the live because I want you guys to support the channel, support what TY does and the family, and I really do appreciate you that coming by on this. That I didn't want people to say, "Oh, this is how TY's concert is." I don't think I'm gonna go. Why could I do that when it's already for free on YouTube now? 100%. His shows are actually amazing. He's an extraordinary, very talented guy. I'm not gonna lie. I do appreciate 10KO. Appreciate you, really. He probably see. I still wearing the stuff from the concert, bro. No, because I was getting lit. I was getting loud. I was like, "Yo, let's go, bro." Like seriously, he's an amazing, talented guy. And the moment he was rocking on a guitar, bro, my wife was like, "He can play guitar." I was like, "Yeah, he can play guitar." I watched like a lot of his stuff and all this stuff. Yeah, he's an artist, bro. He rocked that shit. The guitar solo, bro. You guys can't even see that, bro. That was live. Yeah, appreciate you, bro. Yeah, and then like on top of that, I got to view lightly the Twitch content a little bit, and he's like still in Alaska, Chad. I was like, yo, man, you are more than welcome. TY already knows you are. Spence 10KO. We the boys around the city and all this stuff. You are more than welcome, fams, to come through this city anytime. We just chill, smoke, drink, and all that stuff, food and all that. We live good out here, bro. Seriously. Yeah, seriously. We're trying. That's why I've been trying to connect with more community members in the state and say, man, we need more restaurants, bro. You want more artists to come out here? Let's fix Alaska, man. I don't want to go to McDonald's all the time. Let's build another restaurant. There's got 15 marijuana stores out here. Might as well build some food around that marijuana store. You're gonna be okay. You know what I mean? Why I gotta go 40 miles to get more food? That don't make sense to me. I just huddle up around the marijuana store. Make it easy for the people. You just smoke weed and freaking you can go eat anywhere you want. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong? Why everybody gotta make it harder for themselves? I think I want a hospital. I said, for real? We're gonna build you one hospital, we're gonna make 40 different restaurants. I don't think I need to take medicine all the time. The medicine supposed to last 24 hours. You need food at some point. We're giving millions and billions of dollars away to a lot of organization that does be appreciated. Yes. But you don't appreciate yourself, and where it starts is your body. We do it all the time, Chad. We do it all the time. What is this, man? Here's a penny. That penny has depreciated over time. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Now I found out the penny's worth nothing, bro. You can have that all day. They don't even recognize you. You gotta put a 5-cent bet in, bro. Now they're like, man, now you making money? Nobody doesn't even want coins anymore, bro. I talked to my coworker the other day. I said, you want a quarter? They say, no, I'm cool. I make more than a quarter money. W's, bro. Anything less than $25, they're like, no, I'm good. I got more than that. I said, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Every day. When I go to work, I make $100, bro. I don't think I gotta worry about coins anymore. Chat W's, bro. Anyways, we're gonna fast forward. You gotta stream, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The only issue there is everybody that was older before us, they said, man, these kids are getting paid guap money. Of course, man. My sister probably get paid $40 an hour. My brother get paid about $30 an hour. That shit is crazy. Remember when our parents to the country, man, they was only working for $8.75. You gotta remember this, chat. The map is way off. You got 4 different workers inside your body. You know what I mean? It's not even work harder or smarter. We are smarter than the next generation, bro. Plus, we know how to make more money than most people can even think of, bro. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to this. Man, chicken quesadilla tonight. Oh, yeah. What's up, girl? That's my wife in the chat. I said, what's up, fuck? Yes. My wife just logged in. What's up? She called me Booba. I am over here. I need more beer. Hi, chat. Nothing sexual, please. I don't want to ban your ass. Welcome to the chat. What are you on a lunch break? Get back to work. I'm just joking. You want to smoke with me? I'm about to go on a smoke break. It's just me and Tenko's wife right now inside the chat. What is it, chat? Chicken quesadilla night? Yes, chat. Let's do that. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, so we're gonna get chicken quesadilla night. We're gonna, I don't know, I want everything. I want the sauce. You're gonna give me a 12-pack. I'm on live. I gotta know how long I'm gonna stream. All right, I gotta get back into streaming. I'll be in character. I'm a comedian. Can you believe it, Booba? I'm a comedian. Welcome to the chat. I'm gonna try with you. Fuck around, get high with you. Chat says, yay, I gonna go back to work now. Okay, bye, Booba. Go make that money. Shake that money, butter. Yo, fire. Say, oh no, I'm tired with you. My wife, she don't like it when I do that Drake voice. I wanna get high with you. She's like, yeah. My hubby is Drake. I guess so. That's my wife, man. I love her. She work at the bank, no scam, bro. If you want $1 million billion business, go talk to my wife, man. She works at the bank, bro. She processes loan, bro. You want $1 million billion, bro? You better have a good ass idea in this world. I don't think I'm gonna lose today, bro. They gonna be like, you the richest person in the world, aren't you? I said, no, not really. I don't really need money, bro. What's a your good idea? Let's bring it inside the chat. Anybody on YouTube out there? You want to start a business today? I'm kind of hungry. Hey, you be quiet, man. You in entertainment right now. You can't eat on camera. They said 10 KO, you can only smoke and drink if you like. Make sure it's regulated. Yeah, this is legal. It's only illegal to children. This is a pretty good life, man. I get connected to more people that 21. I say, you want a cigarette? Oh, you don't want one? Okay. I'm going back to work. Found out 10 KO beat the system. I need a hydrate. I need a hydrate, bro. We drink to our accomplishments. My friend, I was sleeping notoriously in bed. He saw my drink. He saw my Drake video. Me dancing in Hawaii. He said, I will buy you a drink. Why you want one? I'll buy you a drink. Because I was chilling at home. I'm gonna get you twisted today, bro. You want a drink? I can buy you one. My whole country with us, bro. $5. I've been doing some stuff around the world. Shout outs to my people in Thailand. Shout outs to the chat, man. How you guys doing, Thailand? How's all the marijuana store and all the drinks, man? Spencer here, bro. Sanani Coney, bro. How you guys doing, bro? How's the food? How's the country, man? The people are crazy nice, huh? I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I got more family going out there, man. Just hit us up, bro. We'll send you to Thailand. If you guys don't wanna live here no more, man. Even I have an ambassador. Did you know that? in Alaska, bro. He said, Spencer, if you ever not want to live here in America, you can go back to Thailand. You don't. I don't even have to ask Trump. He is not an immigrant. He was born in America. I'm the first born in America. Welcome to the chat. 1987. I didn't even sneak in the country, man. My dad is military. I'm a first generation Asian American. That is crazy, huh? I appreciate the American people in this country. They give me cheeseburger, French fry. I like that stuff. You want some of that stuff? I want to start a new restaurant. What do you guys think, gang? How about they got Costco now? You guys want to start a business? Let's go to Costco today. Let's start a burger and fry joint. We're gonna call it Rakai. What do you think, Rakai? What do you think? Kai, you are more welcome, brother. Come to our country, bro. You are a brother to me, bro. You wanna go there? Speed too, bro. I'm from there, bro. You wanna start a restaurant, bro? Call it Fries Rakai, bro. I'm kind of hungry. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta get the cooking. Oh, notoriously, bro. We're gonna do smoked Wagyu burgers on the 15th. So lock in, chat. If you guys have not locked in and subscribed, please do. Because off the top, no troll this or that. I am a cook, a retired cook. I'm a dishwasher now. Because really, I've been cooking in the system for years, getting recipes, just marinating, contemplating what it's supposed to taste like. So we're gonna do smoked Wagyu. We have never done smoked Wagyu. We only done smoked burgers, but I didn't record that one. We're gonna give you the recipe for smoked Wagyu burgers. Smoked Wagyu burgers, we're gonna get some chip wood. We'll have a smoker in the back. And I want to teach you. I really want to teach the youth how to live. You know what I mean? Try to learn how to provide and cook for yourself, and not for your family, community, or people around you. That's where it all starts. All you have to do is just kind of bring people in and just kind of, get that positivity. That's what I'm here for, Chad. You can listen to all the industry all day long, but if you don't know how to provide for yourself or others, we're gonna struggle. We gotta stay family, gang. You know what I mean? Seriously, gotta get that positivity. Come home and eat. You know what I mean? I was even thinking in the streams, we need a, you know what I mean? We lock in one streaming house, chat. Cook, have someone cook, stream that, and then someone else go stream some video games or something, bro. Stay at home. Go to Costco. Get a Costco cart. Take the whole cart. Buy 2 carts of food. A big refrigerator. You know what I mean? Do some YouTube. Do some Twitch. People's gonna lock in because they love food, Chad. They love food. You know what I mean? Buy all the seasonings in the store. They're gonna be like, "What are you doing, Chad?" I even doing a cooking show. I'm even doing a cooking show. You know what I mean? I got my own deep fryer. You know what I mean? And I turned myself into a Ninja Turtle. I say, this one look cool. I'm Raphael, bro. So that's what we're gonna do this year, bro. We're gonna cook with some Ninja Turtles this year, bro. They said Ninja Turtles supposed to eat pizza. I said gas. I said 5, bro. Turtles just don't eat. Turtles eat a lot of food, bro. That thing is big. That's my brother. You gotta teach the people, bro. You can have a little bit of candy, Mr. Beast. But I need food. You know what I mean? You gotta do everything. You gotta remember there's people nowadays that are hungry. They will buy your product all the time if it's good. I want a different type of vending machine. You know how you go to the vending machine at the mall and you say, man, Doritos, Ruffles, Lay's. I want to see a Misa Big's candy bar in there. You got money like that? Put $5 in the machine, bro. The only difference is you're gonna profit a quarter on the sales. You just gotta get in contact with Mr. Beast after that. You know what I mean? You gotta think this out. Can I get a box for just a little bit of the price less? Maybe 10 KO. I need to sell this stuff. I'm a pretty good salesman. What if I make so much more money, bro? I ain't worried about the money no more, man. It's a perpendicular circulation. That's what it is. They said 10 KO. How much will you sell Mr. Beast candy inside the vending machine? I said $2. They said that's not profitable. I said I'm not looking for a profit. I just need to get rid of it, bro. We got 1,000,000 of them. I need to help my friend out, bro. He is such a nice guy. You gotta admit, he's a nice guy. He give away money. He give away PlayStations. He give away cars because you guys need it. I need to support that guy. Kai too. Shout out to Speed, man. We gotta support each other, bro. Shout out to Marlon, man. That's my guy. Shout out to Nina, bro. Melts too, bro. I'm sorry, guys. Shout out to Joe too, man. Joe is cool, man. He even called me 10 KO. Man, got much love for Melts and Joe, bro. I've been with these guys for a few years now, bro. For reals, I appreciate you. For reals. That story, I'm not close much. Melts, man. I kick with Melts all night long, bro. I said, I gotta make sure you get home safely, bro. For my black brother, bro. He got home safely. I said, I'll hit you up in the morning after when I wake up. I'm gone. I'm faded, bro. You know what I mean? I do a lot. I watch it. Make sure you guys are protected, bro. For reals. I don't just do stuff in America, bro. I go fly overseas. I got a lot of things I got a mission in my mind. I want to go Malaysia, bro. You guys want to go Malaysia with me? I have family connected in Malaysia already. I like the cars, the fast cars. They said, chat, we're gonna do a new worldwide event. You're more welcome to come hang out with us. I say, that's what I'm talking about. I already got a plug. For real. Everybody hit me up on YouTube, bro. Because, man, I like that stuff, bro. You want to see some fast cars, bro? I've been hitting up the network even off of Universal. I said, this is the last Fast 11 ever, bro. I've been street racing for 20 years. It don't make no more sense, bro. You got electric cars. It don't make no more sense. I don't want to see electric cars. We've been racing gas cars. They're gonna think this is fake. You know what I'm saying? I have never seen no fake in this world. We the real deal. Shouts to you never know, bro. Gotta get your life straight, bro. I've been waiting for a long time for the whole crew. My son, he with us too, man. I got our racing crew too, man. It's called Yasin Battle in Japan. For real. We are actual racing crew out here, bro. Notoriously, man, the police even know me, bro. They said, man, can you tell your crew to chill? I said, no problem. I'm a worldwide crew. For real. We a bunch of wanderers. For reals, I gotta go to Japan this year, bro. So, yeah, let's start short. I know we a crew that originally from Japan. Then I brought it to America. Even Japan, they know me, bro. Even the boss there, he said, Spencer, no racing out here, please. I don't need no trouble. I said, boss, no problem. I'm not gonna race out here. I just gotta go get some food. I'm gonna go to the vending machine and get me a coffee. It's been a long day. I started me a mafia too, bro. Life is good, bro. I want to go to Korea. Y'all want to go to Korea with me, bro? We're gonna go all around the world. You know, upload to YouTube, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Shout out to everybody in the subscription, bro. We're gonna take you all around the world. I have family in Dubai too, bro. We're gonna go to Dubai, no scam. I have lots of friends in Dubai, bro. President Trump got mad at me. He's like, Spencer, how you know all these people? I say, I'm a nice guy. I like marijuana. He said, Spencer, we're gonna do this for you. We're gonna open up another marijuana store in New York. I said, W. Now you get it. Found out quickly, man, if we can sell alcohol and marijuana and food, I don't think we're gonna lose today. He said, that's a good idea, Spencer. They want more? I got lots of this stuff. My friends in Dubai like, yeah, thank you, Spencer. That's what I'm talking about. Spencer, you want one of these fast cars? I got a Ferrari. I said, no, that's too fast. You want one of these Koenigsegg, Spencer? I said, no, I'm good. Thank you, my friend. Spencer, you want one of these other cars? I just give you for free. I said, no, I work for mine. I said, I just appreciate you. I'm not gonna lie, man. I got my cologne from Dubai, bro. I got some great ideas, my friend. Off the channel, I got some crazy ideas. Our friend also from Dubai here come out with anime. Check this out, chat. Right here. He come out with anime right there. If you look at it. Okay. Okay, chat. Are you guys locked in? My friends from Dubai? I think I want to make a car vinyl wrap. A whole car vinyl wrap that's hologram. Anime. Only exclusive to Dubai, but sell it in America. What do you think, my friends? A hologram sticker wrap. It is only available. It will be highly illegal. You cannot drive like that. It's only exclusive for a car show. I know the car rules and regulations. Paint this and that because you will get pulled over if you drive this car like that. But to a car show, it has never been done before. A car vinyl wrap like that would cost $10,000 easy cash. I'm not gonna lie, I got crazy ideas. I'm not gonna lie. But you gotta do some cool stuff. You gotta know what the world is. People love anime, but you know how much a rap will pay for something like that? Can you imagine they take a Tesla and go rap? That shit is lit. Know why? Because you know why it has to be animated hologram? Because when you walk past that back and forth, you see it in motion. Can you imagine the sun? See, this is why it would be highly illegal on the car. The sun or light reflects off of it, and now you can see animation. That car would be so lit, people would be like, where did you get that from? I'm not gonna lie, bro, it can be done. All you gotta do is heat the wrap and stretch it. I'm not gonna lie, bro. If you can do it to a picture, you can do it to a car. That'd be the most insane thing in the world because I've never seen it done before. Someone better get the creating. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I know a lot of famous people around this world. That is too lit. For reals. That is pretty lit. Watch it be done one day. 10KO say so, bro. That was one of my ideas. That one pretty much for free, bro. We're gonna do it one day in the chat. We're gonna do it one day. I'm serious. For real. I'm not gonna lie, that would be sick. We have done anime stickers on cars before, but not hologram. Figure out the formula, chat. This and that, a bunch of other stuff. You know what I mean? Texture could be talked about. You know what I mean? People probably would want a smooth texture, but the texture for that is a different type of graphite. But either way, it looks like a mate when you touch it when you touch it on your hand. We've been doing some crazy stuff in the world. Have you seen the Tesla built enthusiast Lego car Koenigsegg? And you gonna tell me that I can't do that with a vinyl wrap? That is so easy. Give me a challenge, bro. Chat, I got a million more ideas in there. They said, yo, you gotta stay on track. You gotta stay on the topic, bro. I try with you. I have to be a comedian. I say, why so serious? Chat just got paid today. You wanna get paid with me, bro? Too much money, bro. I know they want money anymore, bro. I just want some friends. I always have my day one guys and girls. But man, I'm making more friends. You wanna be my friend? That's what I'm talking about. Hey, shout outs to my friend that drinks all the time, bro. He been showing me some cool stuff, bro. Have you seen the snorkel? He popped one of these things, put inside one of this thing. I had to click subscribe. I said, how you do that? Bro, how you do that, bro? That shit is gas, bro. Every day, bro. I I like that guy, bro. He been streaming. I shout outs to you, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's our brother. For real. He an Asian cat on YouTube. He drinks so many different kind of crazy stuff. He is goated. I need you up. I need you on SU. That's a guy from a frat house, bro. Oh shit. Don't break my glass, bro. You gotta learn the etiquette. There's glass and there's aluminum. I tried drinking alcohol and not even alcohol. Alcohol makes more sense to put in a plastic bottle, but beer tastes better on aluminum than in a glass. I'm not gonna lie. You can buy it however you like it when you become 21. You ever drink wine from a bag? You gotta think about it. You gotta help the people out, man. I'm with Mr. Beast. Let's give the people fresh water, bro. Jack, I'm gonna pass away one day, bro. I don't want these ideas in my head when I pass away, bro. I gotta think about. I gotta get to contemplating. They said, 10KO, can you invent new shoes? I said, no, that's not my job. That's Stay Frank. Shout out to Stay Frank, bro. That's what you do. I like that guy, bro. That's a little homie, bro. Shout outs to Cool Kicks, man. Culture, bro. I put everybody on. Mr. Beast, man. Mr. Beast saw something that I did like about a year ago. I subscribed to brother man, he a goat. The professor, bro. I said, I like what you're doing, bro. I like basketball. I'm not gonna lie, I like basketball and one. That's entertainment, bro. That's entertainment. He been super busy. You know what I mean? I let chat do what they do. You know what I mean? I found out later on, he said, this and that, 10K. He said, I'm helping train the NBA right now, teaching them some moves. I was like, man, go do your thing, Playboy. That is crazy. Shouts to KD, man. That's one of my goats, bro. Shouts to Wimbyama, bro. We almost had it. We almost had it, Chad. I like to give the people a show. I look for everything in this network, bro. Shouts to Ken Goldsman, bro. I believe it's Ken. Goldstocksman, man. Brought an idea to life, bro. I was thinking that same idea. He brought my idea to life with the rest of the game. He said, we're gonna release something in the world. I said, man, that's W's. That's what I'm talking about. I don't even want money, bro. I just wanted to see the idea happen. Now there's a app involved. For real. I told you, I got a million ideas. A million of them. For real. I've been trying to get in touch with QR code nowadays too. For real. I have all this schematics in my computer. I said, man, for reals, I went to Microsoft Outlook and I straight up linked this and that, and I made a video I was like, I'm gonna QR code this one day. It's already happening. I said, good job, gang. You guys are super smart. I even got more new ideas. No scam, bro. Can you imagine a day in era? They got QR code when you go to the movie theaters, when you pass the movie sign, and then you QR code it with your phone. Now it brings you up to YouTube, and you got a movie trailer. That's the power of YouTube. What the hell? You know how increased sales you can do with that? We need to get to work. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's official. Now you a partnership with YouTube. That's a pretty good idea. It made it so difficult for me. I'm gonna go watch the Street Fighter movie. I'm not gonna lie, no scam, bro. You gotta know, Chad. Even on stock market, we gotta make these ideas happen. You know why? You know how hard it was for me to link in this and that, and try to send people all these information, bro. You know how fast a link you can do with QR code is scan that and send the link. Now it's link available to YouTube. The moment I QR code it off of the picture of the staple of the actual, you know what I mean? You know how you go to the movie theater, you see the poster board tile, and you QR code it. Here, send it to my friend. Send it to my friend. Send it to my friend. Let's go watch the movie, bro. You increase sales by 2.4%. Production is like, man, 10KO. You should be working with us. I've been working with you guys. You just gotta hear the ideas out. I'm almost giving almost all my ideas for free now, bro. Click subscribe, please. If there's something happening in your business, and like for reals, I was at work the other day. I said, man, you know we have AI nowadays. I'm gonna try to introduce it to more industries, bro. I released it lightly at the airport one man. I was like, I don't need you guys to take my order, bro. I just need to pick up my food, or I could put my order in. If I didn't want the food, then I don't want the food. I just need people to cook in there inside the thing, and it's only tap cents or card. No more cash. It makes sense though, right? But most people like, I only got cash. Then to give your cash to your friend, you let them use their card. Cash them out. Now at least you a cash app. Stop betting on the cash. Pay off your card. You know what I'm saying, gang? Pay off your card. I already gave you $20. You need to get your finance straight. W's, bro. Because cash is not an issue here, Chad. But nowadays, American typically, even in a mortgage house and this and that, it's gonna be talked about. They goats, man, all the chats. It's gonna be talked about. Credit card percents are at about 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, 18, 25, 35. That's a high program. What are we doing, Facebook? The moment you hear a credit card pop out, you're like, I'm running away. Y'all want to give me some cash back? Notoriously out this state, I got a credit card too. No scam, bro. I use my credit card. I said, check anybody around me. You want some cash back? Here's $1,000. Go pick up your money. I already put it inside the register. It's easy access. I get it. It's addictive. It's an addictive problem. You know what I mean? Probability. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not judging you, gang. I said, go ahead. Scan it again, please. There's not one time in your life you should say card decline. If you did, you find out you've been fired. Even you know how you go on a Twitch application and say this is embarrassing. That is crazy. When I'm drinking, I don't want to be embarrassed. I just want a cash app. How we gonna do it in an international country? You know what I mean? Are we gonna do more credit card? Are we gonna give more cash back? I'd rather give more people cash back than credit card, bro. I go to Japan notoriously. It said 4.8 when you use the ATM. I was like, that's a big ass percentage. China. You want 4%? In America, it's only 1.2, 2 point something, bro. You double my money. I think I want to go to China now, man. Do some business in China. Trump said, no, Spencer, don't go to China. Stay in America with me, man. I will quadruple your money. I said, for real? All right, let's do it then. I gotta go pay the stock market, man. In October, $700 cash, bro. It might go to $800. I gotta still pay it back. Because, man, whatever you betting, I'll bet you, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You gotta keep up with 10KO. That is easy, huh? I gotta cash out. All bets I can afford Amazon. That is crazy. I be looking at that stock market. Amazon prices are at $200. That is crazy. And I can afford Google on a bet. That is crazy. I had to rethink my life. I looked at DoorDash. I was like, Kai, we should do DoorDash too. I'm not gonna lie, bro. DoorDash, you know they gave you 70% back as a shareholder? Something like that. I already looked at the numbers, man. Wow. I'm actually a shareholder, you know that? For real. I'm not gonna lie, bro. The first year I came in the stock market, they said, Spencer, we did it. I said, what's that? You made silver money go up. I was like, what? I got a lot of silver. For real. It's no scam, bro. For real. Now every day of my life is called Spencer. What the hell? I've been working, gang. Costco, shout out to Costco. They like my idea too. They said 10 bars. I did the math. It came out to $8,000. I was like, damn. Cash them out. Please do, man. I got too much money, bro. I don't have to worry about the cash no more. I just want the bar. They can play with that cash all day long. I don't care. Just please don't buy drugs. Marijuana is cool, but please don't buy drugs. You buy drugs, you might be broke by the end of the day. They're gonna laugh at you, bro. Even me, I don't buy drugs, bro. I only smoke weed and drink. That's crazy, man. No offense. I don't even judge it. But if you like drugs, man, make sure you smoke some good shit. The kind of shit that makes your fucking eyes go cross-eyed. And if you smoke that much, man, you need to lay off that shit. God damn. If not, take off your glasses. Bro got HPK vision, bro. Man, that's a B, not a P. That's the game. I got everything induced, everything labor nowadays, man. This is a short pregnancy. I only been with you for 4 seconds. Now you pregnant? What the hell? I'm not even a scam or nothing. I'm trying to make you guys rich. I've been rich, my gang. How old are you, Chad? Are you 13 years old yet? Wait until you turn 14. I can make your $100 turn into $500,000. They said, how you gonna do that? I got a plug. They said, what are you gonna do with the $100, bro? Well, 1 to 100, I catch up quickly. First of all, I'm gonna take that $100 and I say go invest into Coca-Cola stocks because it's only $78. Let that money grow because it's worldwide. You should listen to 10KO. They say I don't even drink it. That's because you're not the customer no more. You just gotta look for people to buy it. If not, people will work for you. Now you the boss, 14-year-old. Facts. W's. Or the parents like, take care. What are you teaching them? I'm teaching them how to get into the stock market. It don't cost that much. Bro got $100. I think I don't really want to drink. I think I'm gonna drink water today. I'm just gonna get my money right. Someone buys Coca-Cola, someone bets 5 cents. Did you know that? It's not a penny stock. It's like, wow. You can't even put pennies inside a vending machine. And if there is a penny involved, you get a penny back. I was watching The Office movie, right? Notoriously. This guy went to the office. He said, I got a great idea. I'm going to evolve into penny stocks. I'm just going to take one penny and turn it into something else. That guy was so golden. He made $1 trillion overnight. What do you think 5 cents gonna do? Make sure, even off the Bitcoins, man, we have lawyers nowadays. We are okay, bro. I don't do too much Bitcoin, but man, we are locked in. Well, because even if I wanted to do Bitcoin, I just have to call my stockbroker. I said 10KO, I want to bet $15. That quickly, bro. Cash money. Can you make it reappear, disappear for me? Yeah, no problem. We're just gonna take in all your silver stocks. I said thank you. Now, which Bitcoin would you like it in? Hey, I think we're gonna need a little bit more cash. I said, anybody else want a Bitcoin with me? This is the base at 1,000 something. I said, I ain't worried about 1,000. You want to go 2,000? I got rapper money. You know what? I got a hole. I'm playing poker. I'm not even gambling, bro. I said, how much was the bet? I said, just let him take the bet. I'm not gonna lose. You know what? I'm gonna sell now. And then what I want to do, I'm gonna look for other places to invest. Chad, that was a gut hit. TKO, bro. Kenan Ryu is fighting again. That is crazy, Kai. Oh my god, that's some good shit. Chat, what's wrong with your portfolio? How was your quarter last year? My quarter was okay with the rest of the game. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've been stock market since stock market was at $12, $17 last year. We're not doing too bad, chat. It's at $60 on silver. I think I know what I'm doing with the rest of the game. My father-in-law would say, "What are you doing, Spencer?" I said, "I'm making stock market money." He said, "No, you not." I said, "Yes, I is. I bet every day of your life." I'm not like our parents. I don't have to go to work. No offense. I was smart, bro. For real. I have a friend that their dad invested into Apple since 1995. I said, I want to be like you, but I want to be like me. Holy shit. That's a lot of money. I said, I didn't worry about your money no more, bro. Just one day, they're gonna be like, Jesus Christ. You know, we are at markets that are beat in 1970. That is crazy, bro. Stock market liked it so much, it went to $115. I said, people are taking $200 out of stocks every day for 4 seconds. I didn't even notice the damage. I got money like that, bro. It said $15. I said, babe, I need to let them take more money out. Give them some of their shares. It said $14. I said 400. Take more out, please. I saw someone else take $600. Man, the stocks went to 108. I said, that's it? Another chat took $800 out. It went to $90 in stocks. I was like, wow. I still don't see no damage. Please take the money out. If not, gonna put more money back in. Cash money, $700, $800. At this point, I'm just giving away free money. Even Mr. Beast know. I said, text him in the chat. I'm in the stock market money. I like $1 bill. I bet in these states. Because after they votes work, we gonna win again. How much more money do you need? I don't even need money anymore, bro. I'm gonna have to call my friend that got the bar. You still got that AP? That's all I do. That is crazy. That's how some other stuff. Yeah, I actually do stock market. So yeah, I'm stocking up my silvers and all that stuff, getting my bars up, getting my ranks and all that stuff. This is how people actually know you as you go around the road. You actually gotta put your foot in, get your foot in the door. Just not make things happen, all that stuff. Yeah, I've been hustling, this, that, none of that. I've been grinding. You know what I mean? I've been noticing a lot of stuff, ghost stuff. Like fans been teaching me how to do it rightly and all this stuff. I mean, 10 ounces of silver, 10 ounces of silver will get you close to like you already passed a gram or something like that. You know what I mean? You already passed that gram. Gold falls a little bit. I mean, but it comes back up once in a while. You know what I mean? Yeah, gold. Like even my family got gold. I really don't worry about money, guys. It's like whatever. Like whatever you guys want. Like whatever, dude. You can always fall to diamonds. You can always fall to diamonds, but I don't invest heavily deep into diamonds. You know what I mean? You're gonna need a plugger. You're gonna need a dealer. You know what I mean? And that's up to you guys. Whatever you guys own your jewelry, this I'm not. I mean, I got diamonds too. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I have it all, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I don't sell most of the stuff. It just stays in the family and all that stuff. Cash, I don't worry about anymore, dude. I don't worry about anything anymore, dude. I like to say it. I'm just trying to help you guys out, bro. I ain't worried about copper. I got that shit, dude. I didn't even play with copper. Copper is just electric cars, dude. I found out the industry. I found out in the industry, bro. Like, I don't even like hate, not like trying to dog on it. Like, I even told the president, I was like, I don't want copper. It's gonna make Bitcoin lose so much for the future. Cut that shit out, please. I'm not gonna fall for old like schemes from like 1950s, 1960s, 1940s. I appreciate it, but like if you want to get involved with the actual, you know what I mean, moving bags and bags of money, it takes a long time. You need some pounds. You know what I mean? You need some pounds. It's weight on weight nowadays. It's not even an inflation, it's weight on weight. If you have like 40,000 pounds of meat, you are stocked up. All you gotta do is sell that meat all day. I'm not gonna lie, gang. Look at the price. For reals. Every time I lock in, I go to Costco nowadays. It's bets on bets. I didn't even worry about gas. I said, man, how much for New York? For reals. Go there, bro. I'm not worried about the pennies, bro. You gotta cook up. You know what I mean? Show what's it about. You gotta respect the families, bro. You know, I take one slab of meat that costs $200 and I have a meat cutter and slice all that up. I'm eating for 4 months straight. $200 for 4 months? I think I got me a savings bond. And then I package that up and I give it to Rakai and say, let's go to Thailand, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta be smart in this industry. I'm trying to help my people out, bro. Now we just need the sauce and the recipe. You need to season it up. Rakai, you gotta go talk to the Aki way, bro. My bro, the Aki, bro. That's one of the homies, bro. For real, man. He went to the car dealership. Even Moses, man. I said, you want that car? Go buy it. It's easy. For real. You worked hard. Go get what you want. Even told Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, I said, you want that Porsche? Go buy it. You worked hard. Why not? I mean, I just drive what I drive because I like having fun, bro. For real. I used to drive a Porsche. They scratched my shit, bro. I don't even park at Walmart anymore, bro. See, I learned lesson, bro. I don't mess with Walmart, bro. For real, man. Walmart play with me one more time, I'm gonna bankrupt their ass. Trump don't mind it. He said, especially don't you bankrupt Walmart. Come shop at Target. You got Target money? No. Okay, then go shop at Walmart then. For real. I'm just JK, bro. It's not even JK no more. It's TFK, bro. Trump, Kennedy, something, bro. I was like, damn, I should have kept them quarters. Crazy, bro. That's W. Yeah, don't give me no 50 cent. I have a lot of JFK coins. I do respect the JFK. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I got older money than JFK money, bro. For real. You don't want to know how much money I have, bro. I have a lot of money, bro. I got a lot of money, bro. A lot of money. Got lots and lots of money, bro. I just look for people that want to move money with me, bro. I like Trump, bro. I'm telling you, bro. He trusts me, and I said, man, you know what I'm gonna do with this money? I'm gonna move this thing quickly, ASAP. He called me. He said, Spencer, you want to work for me? I said, no problem. I cashed my check, took $3,000. I said, man, I need to go to a bank. I went to go look for a bank. They cashed me out. They said, I can't do this. I said, went to the next bank. I said, can you do this? It's my real estate ID. No problem. Trump has came notoriously to Alaska. I like Trump, bro. He backed us up. That's what's up. You cannot really appreciate that. I said, you're gonna be the best president in the world. And he like marijuana. I said, wow. You know the recipe. Just like me. I say, just give them a little marijuana, they're gonna be okay. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna hate on that. You like smoking marijuana, I'm gonna hire you today. Even the president will know. You know anybody, Spencer, that likes to smoke marijuana? I say, I know lots of them. I trust this one. He's not gonna go do drugs. You know what I'm saying? Man, they got good ideas with us. Can we make his idea happen too? He said, "What is it? Nothing involving in the illicit, explicit, illegal activity, right?" I said, "No, sir." Well, let's see it. You gotta get your work. You gotta get the focus. It's a new world. You know what I mean? I'm trying to bring people in international countries. This is why I want to get locked down in America first. Know why? So we can build the international country up too. Rules, man. I got family everywhere. They get along. They having fun, bro. You want to have fun with us, man? You gotta lock in, bro. I gotta go to the bathroom, bro. Speed. For me, I have friends in even Indonesia. It's so crazy how it's like all friends, bro. And they don't listen to Trump. At least they listen to Spence. Sorry, chat. I gotta go to the bathroom. We can talk about worldwide trading a little bit. You wanna trade some money with me? I heard the yen has been falling. We're gonna talk about it a little bit, bro. Okay, chat. Now we are in SU Community School. I have my book bag. I have to do some numbers and this and that because I do have a book. I need to lock in. Okay. You guys cannot see my recipe, but I will disclose a little bit for reals. I got bank statements and this and that. Don't even worry about it. So right here, this is my playbook for the NFL. Now I need my pen. Let's see my future predictions, bro. Okay. If you not have a piece of paper or a pen to start a business, please get one today. They said, what are you doing with your life? I'm not gonna lie, bro. So, this has been 2, 3 years. Let me get my drink because it's an accomplishment. But right now, what we're gonna do, we are locked in 2 hours. Okay, chat. The rest of the game. So, where are we? It said February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Okay, this is week 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is week 1, 2. That is the something, right? 15, 6, 6, 11, and 65 at a percent at 2.4 something, 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 right? I am really, really super smart. I look at week something of November. So if the graph chart is correct, this is gonna be a not bad year. 2.95 last year in November, bro. So August last year was at 4.75. I've been keeping track. We're not doing that bad. I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna drink some more. I think I know what I'm talking about here, gang. It said 45.75. We are $20 up since last year. W's in the chat. How's it going? Yo, you look love. I love your videos. I love you for just view my videos. Chat. We try to be a comedian. We can be anything you want. I even have stock market with us. You guys want more AI? I can tell stock market to put more tips in whatever program we want to do. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I invest. Chat. For reals. My numbers are not really all. So thank you for coming in the chat. I love you. I've been super lonely. For reals. I'm gonna need to make more friends. I'm not gonna lie, I'm locking in nowadays. If you guys want to go to international country, hit us up, bro. I'm from America, but I speak a language called Sub-ID. Seriously. If it doesn't work for you here in America, you wanna sell your house, you wanna go to Jamaica, now you wanna make some Jamaican money, you can do that. The president not gonna get mad. He gonna say, man, now I got a Jamaican friend. You know what I mean? Sure hope you guys live good. We gonna need more clean water. It's my new friend. Even the president really do listen to me, bro. I said, I have a friend from Nigeria. He hit up Nicki Minaj. That's one of the sisters. I said, President Trump, what are you doing? That's my sister. Nicki Minaj got mad at him. He said, no, bye. I was like, wow. I'm not gonna lie, I have friends. I have a lot of Nigerian friends, bro. They're beautiful people, for real. It's like an ancient language, bro. I say, how you talk that language? When they talk, I say, it sounds like my language too. For real. I said, mừng hết young. I was like, wow. That's crazy. Mucking cow. Please, please. Manding, you know what I mean? Sap, sap. Hit young Kim, man. Come inside, lock in, bro. I made the sticky rice. If you guys have not seen the sticky rice episode on YouTube, I taught you guys out in the country, man, how to make sticky rice is pretty good. I gotta make a rice noodle of the episode. We're gonna keep on cooking. Okay? We're gonna keep on cooking because out here is snow, right? So we're gonna make the rice noodle. It's not the clear one, it's the white one. They call it something something. When I know what the name is, I'm gonna tell you later. Let me drink, please. But thank you for coming to the chat. I am in my school, my school network. Shout outs to my people in Indonesia, bro. They smart too, man. You gotta let the family know, bro. That's my family too. I'm serious. I come from a country that got spices. My family also from Spain, this and that, and a bunch of other stuff. They spice different, man. Got a lot of kick, man. You gotta get to the toilet. I'm not gonna lie, bro. But if you cook it right, it don't give you no bubble, bro. And then on top of it, man, I think I'm gonna go to the swimming pool or something, bro. I get along with everybody. That's my family, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Can you imagine? I was thinking a crazy idea, bro, the other day. My family from Hawaii too, bro. Come samida, bro. I'm not gonna lie, no spam, bro. Come samida, bro. Arigato. I said, bro. I said, yo. I said, brother. Okay. What the kind? Hey, slow it down. It's too fast. Too furious? No. Too fast, too furious. I'm done. I'm cooking. You gotta slow it down. What's good? You know, you gotta talk it. You gotta talk it. When you come to the family on Hawaii, you gotta, hey, brother, what you cooking? Always gotta ask what you cooking. You know what I mean? Man, make me hungry. My family from there, bro. We live there in Hawaii, bro. Abreu, man. I gotta go smoke first. And after that, I gotta hear the music playing in the background. You know how you walk in the street in Hawaii? It's like ding, 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 man. They hit the drums, bro. And the moment you see the the tiki freaking notorious, right? The tiki in the street. That thing is lit. I'm like, wow, you gotta watch out out here. They got tattoos. Hey, that's my uncle, bro. Chill. Hey, I say, uncle, what's good? Hey, you gotta go home and eat, bro. You looking real thin. I said, man, no worries. Let me walk it out. You know what I mean? I hit you up, though. I see my little nephews and my nieces. It's beautiful, bro. They gotta go back to school. For real. My auntie, they live there now, bro. I all know you do, bro. It's so beautiful, bro. The moment I go to the ocean, I see I need a jacket, man. I am super cold. They say, where you from, bro? Why you wear a jacket, bro? It's only t-shirts out here and jerseys. T-shirts and jerseys out here, bro. I said, for real? I got no underwear, bro. Like, what the hell? I said, no, I free balling. Everybody with a sandal. Me, man. I'm one of those ones, you know what I mean? I like the sand, but the moment the sand hit my feet, I gotta go wash my feet or go to sleep. I'm not gonna lie, bro. My mom grew me up like that too. You gotta go wash your feet. I said, no, I gonna put some socks on, bro. I don't wanna eat no coronavirus. You kidding me? I'm smart. I love you though. What's wrong with your hair? It's all white now. It's crazy. Super Saiyan too many times, bro. King Goku, bro. I see one of my good sisters, bro. She said, man, you gonna need a poi poi. Sheesh. I say, you too nice. Serious. That's pretty good stuff. You gotta try that stuff. You ever eat something in a banana leaf? Ask my family, bro. We got a lot of banana leaf. You put it inside there, right? And you tie it up. And then you put it in the fire. I know lie, bro. That's my family. That's pretty good. So I come out with an idea, right? What if, what if we start a taco restaurant in Hawaii, bro? Fusion. Fusion tacos in Hawaii, bro. I went to Hawaii. I was so sad. I almost wanted to cry. No Taco Bell. I said, man, I know how to cook Mexican food. What if I want to do Calgary beef inside a taco? Chat was like, no, man, it's surf and turf. I said, for real? They said, you want to drink? I said, Alaska Airlines don't let me drink, bro. I'm sorry. They capping me, bro. I gotta think about it. I gotta contemplate. I gotta go back to Hawaii. Spencer wants to make a Mexican restaurant. I found out off history Mexico never landed in Hawaii, bro. I was devastated. Ah! What happened to my Mexican, bro? For real? You telling me after all this war, Pearl Harbor, this and that, I got no taco money? I said I need a Mexican, bro. No matter what it is, man. Puerto Rico. Shout out to my Dominican. I got lots of family, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I like the food. The ocean look the same. You know what I mean? What's the point of taking a flight out if I can't get what I want? They said, man, you American? I said, not really. I only drink American drink. Don't judge me, please. I mean, I'm kind of hungry, man. You gotta bring the hunger to the people, but don't starve the people, right? You know what I mean, chat? Don't starve the people. You want some food? Grab a plate. That's our culture. You want some of that? Try this one. That's what I'm talking about. Man, they be wrestling weenie. You gotta try this one. You didn't try this one yet. That was last week. Gotta get the cooking, bro. Have you seen the trees? That thing is hella old, bro. That thing older than me. That's my big brother. That's my sister. I slapped a tree. A coconut fall down, bro. I said, thank you, God. God is good. I crack it open. I say, try this. This one fresh. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Shout out all my people. For reals. For reals, man. In Laos, in Thailand, I have my family over there. We have a coconut tree. For reals. My last name's Sanani Coney, bro. I said, your cousin, man, they want one little coconuts. For real, it's my family, big bro. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. I got some thumbs up already, bro. W. Oh, for real. So we're a comedian today. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna be a singer, bro. For real. I think everything's working. You can trust me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I wanna actually see. I will review the playbook. Okay, I got the playbook, right? Everything's working now. I appreciate you guys working really hard. We're gonna get more money. Besides the more money, we're gonna make more investments. Okay. I don't even worry about the state, what the state says. We are fixing this state. Shout outs to the Diamond Center Mall. You know what I mean? They've been fixing and making it look clean. You know what I mean? I grew up here, man. We used to have a Disney store inside the Disney Mall. I grew up super young, bro. I was like, wow. I've been shout out to the Disney family. I've been to Disneyland. They said thank you, yo, thank you. I actually have a lot of videos. I got a lot of videos that I went there notoriously to freaking this and that. I said, can I film here? And they said, yeah, you can. I said, I got a big vision, big idea. I want to bring more people to the family. Walked around. They said, what are you doing? I said, I'm doing YouTube. I have a different vision. We're gonna be live one day. Please say hi to everybody on YouTube. Nowadays, everybody's doing it. That's what I'm talking about. That's the family, bro. See, click subscribe. You want to go on a tour? Have you ever been on a Disney or Universal tour? How movies are made? We can do that nowadays. You just gotta subscribe, be a partner. You know what I mean? You want to be a film director? We're gonna teach you. I mean, family's been teaching me a lot of stuff. I went to California about a year or two ago. I got to meet the guy that actually do Gotham Gotham Garage. He said, I think I know you. I was like, I kept walking, bro. He was inside a Chevy museum. I didn't know he was filming off of Netflix, bro. He met me for 1 second, bro. I went to the Jubilee Museum. I didn't know he was filming, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This world is different. You gotta watch it. For real. America is one thing, but when you go international, now you internationally known. And then you make more friends. Excuse me. You make more friends. If you guys just only been in America, you need to get out. There's some air out there. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Please try the food. The clothes is something else. Make sure you wear your clothes that you brought from home. I went to Japan. Their shirt is not the same size as my size. You know what I mean? It get real tight on me, bro. I gotta get extra large. I go to Thailand. My mom give me a shirt that is too small. We gotta do everything, bro. If I go there, bro, you gotta make that shit extra, extra large. Like, wow. My brother, man, like, can you imagine bringing back the t-shirts where it goes from here all to your knees? You gotta bring some style, man. When I pull up my shirt, man, I am not got no strap on me. I got a sale on. Said, man, meet me at the hotel. I got people coming with me. I walked inside the hotel. I said, what's up? My name is Spencer, 10KO. They said, it's so early, bro. They said, why are you drinking? I said, I'm drinking for my accomplishment with the rest of the chat, bro. Welcome to the chat and the channel. You guys are finally here. We're gonna make your page even better. They said, how? It's been a 3-hour stream, chat. This is my longest YouTube stream. We're gonna keep on streaming. Let's go, W's. You guys are here. I need to spray some cologne. That's pretty good. Chat says, man, what have you done with life? I said, what have I not did yet? I almost done everything, bro. I rode on a surfboard before. I done that. Says, chat, have you ever been on a four-wheeler? I've been on that one before. Says, chat, have you ever rode a horse? I've been on that before. Chat says, have you ever seen a cow? I said, I seen that before. For real. Have you ever seen a chicken? I seen many of them. Chat says, have you ever seen a rabbit? I said, man, I is a rabbit. Chat says, have you ever seen a dragon? No, I seen Godzilla. Chat says, man, have you ever cheated on your wife? I said, never. There's some things in the world I just don't do. See? My wife, she said, you got 99 questions. She said, how will you disclose to the world? I said, I love you, girl. Now I'm in character. A lot of people say, man, I love you. I said, I love you too. What's your name in the chat, bro? Can we make it to 300 today? I'm not gonna lie. I smell good. Damn, I need to go re-up. I gotta cash out my friend from Dubai. Need to pick up another one, bro. For real. What do you guys want to do in the world? You know we have the world on a pedestal. It's just on the leaf. You can eat it, or you can let it grow. Chat want to eat the leaf? I'm not gonna lie, bro. I kind of want to cook in the backyard today. I'm gonna see my girl. You know, she gonna say, I just want to hurry up and cook. I'm not gonna lie, but it's not this many times I get to have fun in the world. We got NFL football. Shout outs to the NFL officially. You know, that's my friend. Okay. Shout outs to all the teams. Make sure you guys do play safe. You know what I mean? Make sure you guys do stress. Listen to what is your teammates, okay? Are you guys almost ready? What day is it, bro? The day is I think it starts tomorrow. Something like that, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Here, first of all, I need to get my charger. Cause I'm been on a 3-hour binge. I got a 3-hour binge right now. And now I got the ultimate power. Okay, now I can stream. I can be in a 24-hour chat. I'm not gonna lie, bro. There's nothing stopping us. I kind of miss work. I'm not gonna lie. I miss pushing that cart. It's like Instacart. I put everything on that shit. And I drop it off. Every day I'm shopping, bro. Now I'm back home, relaxing. That was a long day. That was just like 4 hours ago. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Chat, how you cook? How you cook, bro? What was the topic again, bro? I might have to end the stream so I can listen to some music so I can get motivated. I listen to Drake. I try with you. Oh, that's crazy, bro. Wanna get high with you? I was like, wow. My glasses are different. It's like a Oculus when I put that thing. I got the 4K vision, bro. For real. I got Nike glasses, bro. All I see is check signs. Wow. You know you can buy Nike stocks? I thought about it. I contemplate. I said, I got two choices. I got one more bet. Try to put it the stocks in eBay or Nike. I said, I'm going eBay. I don't think I'm gonna lose today. If someone bet I'm winning, I sure hope somebody do bet. It can make a business better. Chat says don't listen to him, man. He's on drugs. I say what? 5. I haven't smoked since 2 minutes ago. I don't need drugs. Your proportions are wrong. You need to kill your heart and eat that meat. You are not getting W's. You're taking damage to yourself. You need to concentrate and focus. It's been 3 hours. We need some improvement. I'm gonna settle down one day. For reals? Speed said, for reals? Kai said, yo, no, I'm gonna settle down one day. Watch me. I'm on the horse. They goats out here. I said, that's right, Kai. There is goats out here. W. W. I'm looking around just to make sure the coast, you know what I mean, the coast is clear. If I see one more zombie, I'm popping him. Fa, fa. I say, go, Kai, go. He said, go to bed. I said, I'm locking in. Speed said, I gotta go pee. I said, me too. It's crazy. Spam in the chat. Chat, I'm learning. I look around. I put my headphone in. I got a 3D vision. We got a stretch, gang. I've been sitting down all day long. I'm not gonna lie. Jesus. I said 5. So chat. So I'm a dancer, right? I got 2, 3 other homies with me. Jabberwockies, bro. So chat, we by in the stream. I want to go listen to music. Maybe I might make a dance video. Are you guys ready? Are you guys almost set and locked in? Where the hell my mask go, bro? Oh, it's right here. Yo, chat. Are you guys ready for another video? Please hit the button because I think 10KO is ready to make another video. Peace. I tried with you.